Boom. And like that, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight? How you doing, world? Oh, it feels good to be back. It has been a minute. It's been a minute. Well, about a week. Anyway, guys, we got a real good show for you tonight. Real good panel. Starting off kind of small with four of us, but it's probably going to balloon to about 6 to 7. Y'all know how we do. But anyway, this is best of the best. Going to have an excellent show for you tonight. It's going to be real fun. A lot of surprises. I even think we'll even have a guest appearance from the Space Pimp. I think that's going to happen. He hasn't let me. He said he was going to do it, but he hasn't contacted me today. I've been checking my phone all day, but he may come. He may arrive. But yeah, it's going to be a good show tonight. Let's roll it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? This is Best of the Best, episode 40. God damn, it's been 40 episodes. Been doing this for 40 damn weeks. Jesus. Oh my God. I remember my first show. I remember the first one. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I still don't. But anyway, we got a wonderful panel for y'all tonight. Wonderful panel for y'all tonight. Right now, like I said, we have four, but Aries will be joining us in about 30 minutes, I believe. 30 minutes to about 30 minutes, about 9 o'clock. Aries will be joining us, and then also we'll have Leo. You know how Leo do. He pop in, do his thing, and then he be all, you know how he brother keeps moving. But anyway, we got a great one for you tonight. Want to address the panel. First up, this guy right here. He has been away, but now he is back in full effect. That's right, Maz Toy Photography. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? Not a whole. Well, let me answer your question. I'm doing fine. I start a new job next week, so my streaming schedule is gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be all. I mean, Tuesday will be my last regular show, and in fact, this week was my 40th episode for my toy photography talk. So, congrats to both of us for doing that.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't have a lot going on. I've been getting back into my comic book collecting roots. So I was showing you guys before the stream. I'm gonna learn how to start pressing. I got my book in the mail. I'm also moving into some smaller scale stuff, so I'm gonna probably be more like Lou by the end of it. I just got this Mayfix Spider-Man, black suit Spider-Man. So gonna do some pictures with him later. Actually, I've already done some pictures with him. But,
awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good, man. Man, congrats on that 40th episode, and congrats on the new job. That's going to be amazing. Absolutely.
No, it's not the best of job, but it's $15 an hour. So
Hey, bro, it's a job. Whatever helps pay the bills. And also, he hasn't been on here in a while. We got this guy right down here. My guy, my other big bro, Ty. What's up with your uncommon flex, dude? Hold on, I gotta say this, brother. You are killing it with like all the stuff that you're creating and that you're pressing and that you're doing with the I forget the name of the damn machine. You know what I'm talking about. The
3D printer?
3D printer. There you go. I can't remember. Anyway,
like this guy right
COVID brain.
Like this guy right.
You 3D printed that Hulk?
Yeah, and I painted
hell
it.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. But thank you, BC, for having me on. It has been a minute. I am very glad to be back with you guys. Absolutely. You can see what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of statue making, learning how to paint, learning how to print and all that stuff, making some content towards that. Still healing up from my surgery, but I'm really glad to be here. I'm ready to have some fun and talk.
Absolutely, brother. Good to have you here and everything, man. Definitely. Last but not least, we got my real life brother, second brother, and my nephew, my godson, Lil Macho. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing good. Everybody's doing good over here. You got anything to say, Lil Macho?
Oh, yeah.
You heard him. Lil Macho, oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving the display back there. I see you got the new fresh camera, and you just showing like all that Marvel. Well, you got some of them Marvel figures that I don't like. We all know about them. We all know, y'all know them neon techs just
I especially put those Neo techs there for you. I know it's like kryptonite to you.
It really is. I'm like getting weak right now. I don't even think I can complete the whole damn show. Damn it. Damn neon
want
techs.
to punish brother cousins, get him in a room, sit him in the chair, and just hang all 4 neon techs around.
I swear.
Some Blair Witch things going on.
I will summon some power to destroy all of them. I can't stand them.
I'm with you, BC. I'm with you.
Absolutely. Guys, want to go through the chat real quick? Absolutely. We got Xander in the house. He says, intriguing title. Yes, tonight we'll be talking about protecting what you collect, collector's insurance. We'll be going through that topic later on in the show. Absolutely. We got Punisher SX. He says, yo, what's up with you? We got the talented Renz. I won't call him Tonatino. The Renz talented Tino in the house. He's good on. Good evening, everyone. I almost said good morning because I'm always saying I'm on Good Morning Grails. But good evening, everyone. Hit that like button. Absolutely. Hit that like button on the way in here. Thanks, guys, so much. Of course, we got Uncommon Flex Ty on the panel in the house doing the double duty. Absolutely.
I like that guy.
There you go. We got 2 Ferns in the house. He said, what's up, everyone? What's up with you? Gilbert Alonsman says, yo, what's up, fellas? What's up with you as well? We got Tyra in the house. Says, hello. We got my guy, Andrew James, who says, what's going on, fam? What's up with you, brother? Always good to have you in here. Absolutely. Got him. We're still working on that show. I even forgot. Trust me, I have not forgot. OG Mando says, what up? What up, everyone? And my boys. Absolutely. What's up with you? Definitely. We Kinky Sphincter in the house. He said, give away. I love it.
That's kinky.
Give away Lales Jenner. So yes, for real. Hey, can we make that trend? Definitely. Kinky, thank you so much for being here, partner. Appreciate it. Got Pura Stewage in the house. Says, what's good, brother cousins? What's good with you as well? We got Wayman 42. What's up? He says, what's up, everyone? What's up with you? We got my guy, Jonathan, the King, in the house. What's up with you, brother? Always good to have you here. My guy. OG Mando's in the house. He says, my big boy Dog Pound got DX19 in the tumbler this week.
Hell yeah. Big Dog Pound.
Wow.
That's what's up. Yeah, that was damn good deal. Damn good deal. And we got Tully in the house, of course. Says, what's up, Jay? What's up with you? Always good to have you here, Tully. Always good. Definitely, guys. All right. So we're gonna talk about our first topic right here. Boom. Captain Carter released. Let me pull her up real quick.
Wasn't the Hydra Stomper also released? I saw indication that was shipping too.
I didn't see it.
I think Toys Wonderland put it out or something. I saw it somewhere.
Really? That's true. Somebody in the chat hit us up.
I think maybe I saw either. I know I saw Carter, but I think I also saw shipping notifications from Sideshow or something from other, because I didn't order it, for Hydra Stomper as well. I think that one also was hitting. I got the swoop bite coming. They're going to bill me that for that tomorrow. So.
And while we with you, Maz, wanted to know what is your thought? Well, before we go there, I want to just say one thing. Me personally, I'm kind of not feeling it right now. I'm not, but all that may change once I see it in person. To be honest with you, I think it looks a little flat. I think it looks a little too toyetic, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Hot Toys' mission statement is to pretty much take what they have on the screen and bring it into a physical manifestation. So that's pretty much what they did with this. But I do feel that it's not the paint apps and everything are not as sharp as the Into the Spider-Verse figures. Just my opinion. If anybody out there likes it, if you like it, I love it. I get it. But that's just my opinion. But Maz, I want to go with you. What is your thoughts on this piece?
Well, I'm personally not going to get it because, I don't need to go down another rabbit hole of figures. But my personal thoughts on the piece, looking at that head sculpt in this picture here, I'm getting reminiscent vibes of the Sideshow Clone Wars offering as far as how it's looking.
Absolutely.
Which is, they actually turned out to be pretty decent in person. They had a whole other slew of issues, but, the head sculpts actually landed when you get them in hand. but yeah, here on the screen, that's what I'm getting, like that whole vibe again. Like, these aren't the figures that I would want, but of course, I still kept my orders, and I was pretty happy with them. So I'm hoping that that's the way it's going to land for the people that ordered her. But yeah, I mean, I love the episode that she showed up in. I was really happy to see that she got her due, because I mean, I was really disappointed that Haley Atwell's show Agent Carter and stuff kind of just fell off, and I really wanted to watch more of stuff with her. So it was good having that character again. But yeah, dude. As far as the look, yeah, the paint app on the face looks a bit off, but I'm really hoping in hand it's gonna be different. So,
yep. Hey, I think you hit it there on the head. Second brother, what is your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I'm not really impressed because, just piggybacking off of Maz, is that the head sculpt is it's hard to try to do those animated features and have it reflect on a figure. So he just took the wind completely out of my sails about the sideshow differences.
Yep.
And also the figure does not have, not that I'm objectifying anything, let's put that disclaimer out. The figure does not have the thickness that she has in the animation.
Very true. Very true.
She doesn't. And it's just it's one of those things you got to look at it when it's in hand. But for what I see right now, I'm not going to jump out there because I'm kind of mixed with it trying to do with the What If, and the characters in What If is rich and they have a lot to go with, but trying to do that transformation between watching the animation on screen and having that same effect with a 1/6 figure. That's a difficult task to pull off.
Yeah.
I think they could have gotten the body right if they ever, were able to make that Cara Dune figure. I think that would have given her more of the build that they wanted. And then Trevor says a good thing here. He says $10 says there would be a realistic third-party sculpt available for this in the next couple months.
So. Yeah, even so, I think like what Second Brother was saying, and not like once again, got to put that disclaimer out there. Not trying to objectify Jesus. It's terrible that we even have to say that. It's like damn plastic. It's not thick. She's not, and it doesn't. And I'm just gonna say it. She doesn't. Okay, let me say it better.
But brother,
she doesn't have the same female physique. It's not. And I do think that's a problem, definitely when we're talking about accuracy and whatnot.
Well, they should be able to do it because they did it with Reva and they made it perfect.
Absolutely.
So,
well, here's a thought. Maybe they kept her thinned down so the people that because she didn't get a figure from Doctor Strange's movie, and this way she can kind of go between both because she, of course, wasn't as big in the Doctor Strange movie, playing the same character. So maybe they kind of left it more ambiguous so that she could fit either role for either What If. Granted, you got the animated head sculpt, but you could kind of fudge her over if you want to put her with Doctor Strange.
Yep.
In that multiverse of madness.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree to that. Ty, what is your thoughts on that?
So I like the character. Let me say that first off. I like the What If series. I really enjoyed that. I'm looking at these images and it just something is just not clicking, like with the head sculpt, like everyone else said, it looks very like soft, it looks flat, like very early stage prototype. I remember even in the show, she looked more detailed than this to me. Yes. Like maybe it's the shading or something like that, but she looked more detailed. And BC, I know you didn't want to do it, and I don't want to wreck your show or anything like that, but I'm also looking, and she seems to be suffering from that disease, no acetol.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, wow. So we got to have something going on, and she ain't got it going on. So, I'm not pooping on anybody who wants to get this. That's totally fine. It's just I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm not collecting these.
Yeah.
I hope that it, just like Miles said, I hope that it's better in person than it is in these images.
I agree.
The only what if character I'm chomping at a bit for is zombies. I want the zombie cap.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I will buy a what if figure if they make a zombie cap. Stop playing with me, Hot Toys. You teased one. Give it to me.
That's a disease. That disease is a killer. It is.
SB, telling you, man. Telling you.
S Beam in the house. What's up with you? How you doing, S Beam? S Beam. Good to have you here. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of you guys just said. It makes a lot of sense. Also, I got to give it to CT603. He says, if you're getting a Hydra Stomper, then you would need her riding on the back. Yeah, you know what? And I think when if the Hydra Stomper is out, or when it comes out, this figure is going to look way more appealing.
But I think the emails are going out for it, man. I'm going to double check right now. I'm going to see if we can find it.
I wouldn't be if it is. That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. It's a good way to get her. It's a good way to get her sold, because I know a lot of people are going to want that look.
But how is she going to sit with no acetol? She's just going to slide right off the thing. Come on.
No bull.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to
say just get your cotton balls ready. That's all. I mean, let the packing begin.
It's all right, BC. I had to say it.
No, it's fine, because I can't, because I'm not. She got a little something there.
Oh, come on.
I can't give it I can't go a booty watch. I can't do a booty watch.
You can't.
You know what I'm
saying? Hey, you do booty watch on that every time you start. I'd be like, nope.
Hey, look at this, man.
They'll be like, oh my God, you're objectifying a figure. We're just teasing. That's all we're doing.
The disclaimer out there.
It's just we just teasing. These just jokes. We don't.
In all seriousness, though, and I'm not trying to objectify her or anything, but Haley Atwell is got a shape to her.
Thank you. And I think that's because she does. That's the thing. She has a shape. She does.
Yes.
And it just they just and I get it. I get it. It's a cartoon. This is a cartoon piece.
Well, let's not end up on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Whatever. All right. But I'm just saying that the figure could be a little bit more. All we're saying is it could be a little bit more proportionate. That's it. That's it. That's all we're saying.
That's it. Nothing wrong with that.
But how the face, the sculpt looks. It reminds me when everything started transitioning into 4K and all the actresses had to transition into that makeup.
Mm-hmm.
The cover up for that 4K, that's exactly what it looks like.
It's got it caked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It looks the sculpt looks, even though it's animation, the sculpt looks a little too soft. That's my biggest complaint. It's really too, and I get it. I know it's an animated sculpt, but I just think that, and for all of us that have the Enter the Spider-Verse figures, I really think those figures are just something about them that's still more defined. And I know that's a different style of animation as well. I get that, but I just think they could have did more with this. I think that's my biggest, not complaint, but that's what, well, I guess you could say that is my biggest complaint with it. I just think they could have did a little bit more with the shading and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, Brandon Salas says that Shield looks a little small, super toyish. I agree to that as well. It does look a little small. Actually, no, I think it's about the same size.
Would it be safe to say they should have took the same how can I say, take the same approach to this figure as Hot Toys did with the Bad Batch?
Yeah, you're saying bringing it like even what they did with all the Clone Wars. Kind of make it in the realism. Yeah, I think that would have helped it. I think it would have helped. I think it would have.
You know, I'm just looking at this again, and have any of you seen where Hasbro Pulse are doing that selfie series where you can take a scan of yourself and then make a figure out of it. This looks like a blown up version of that. Like instead of being like a 6-inch figure, it looks like they did something and just like scaled it up, but didn't add detail to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just there's no detail, and she had detail in the show, even though she was animated and they had a certain style. She looked more detailed than this.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
And she's got no booty.
All right, in the future, guys, whenever you post and brag that you got a notification that something's shipping, put the word shipping or something so I can search it. I mean, come on, this is annoying.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't
It's
heard
not coming up. I can't find it.
Hydro. I mean, me personally, I haven't heard anything about Hydro.
I tried Hydro Stomper too. It's not showing up.
Yep. Let me see what people in the chat are saying. Let me see what Wayman would you say here. So the head sculpts look like an old school porcelain doll. And that's what it is. There you go.
Angle right here, she's not looking too horrible, but it's still soft.
It looks like a porcelain doll. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That's what it is. That's what's throwing me off. I'm like, yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it's just not detailed. Just not detailed enough. But I get it. But you know, I'm sure there's people out there that's going to buy this and that's going to want it. And like I said, she's going to look way more appealing on that Hydro Stomper. So I totally get it. Totally get it. Totally understand. Definitely. I think we talked about that enough. So next up, what we got here is Sideshow discount madness and waitlists. Seems like a lot of stuff that has come out this year in 2020 and 2022. Even though it's about 2 or 3 years out, it's going waitlist. We've seen it with a lot of exclusive versions. We've seen it with a lot of stuff. I mean, we recently seen it with the Batman bike. What is your thoughts on that? And second brother, want to start with you.
Well, I think that Toys Wonderland with their discounts is finally getting to them.
Yep.
It's finally like bringing out the old school. You know, I can look at. I'm gonna put it in a wrestling realm. That we got Hulk Hogan laying down with old school Terry Funk with that branding iron just digging it in. And that's Toys Wonderland doing the Sideshow with those discounts. Besides the shipping debacles they go, and I don't pay attention. I only shop with them anyway. But you know, Sideshow is beginning to learn that especially when you start seeing more of the so-called warehouse finds. When you start seeing that, which is showing that Sideshow's not trying to get stuck with a whole bunch of stock that they've been doing.
They're trying to clear out their warehouse.
They're trying to clear out their warehouse, and they're trying to go through this. I'm seeing that they're trying to go through this business model that we're going to do these pre-orders, but we're going to get it to a certain point where we want to have X amount of product. This is where we stop. Next things be waitlisted after everything leaves out of that initial batch leaves out. Then we deal the waitlist. I think that's how they're going to start doing their business model for now on, because it costs them a lot of money. First of all, to get the product, and then for it to sit, and then they're not really losing anything if they discount this stuff, because they're going to write it off as a loss. It's a tax incentive anyway. Right. So, you know, it's good for us, because I know since they've been doing it, I picked up 3 figures that I didn't have no plans on getting at all.
Absolutely.
When I saw the discount, I'm like, damn, let me jump on this. Like IG-11, I just pulled the trigger on him today.
There you go.
And I wasn't planning on doing it. And I just saw, I said, damn, this discount is too damn
Dude,
great.
when he get waitlisted, I didn't see that.
No, he didn't get waitlisted.
The exclusive version is waitlisted. Yeah, I was able to get I got the collectors, because I mean, I didn't care about the holograms personally. That was just me. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of stuff waitlist, and it's ridiculous. But no, second brother, I think you hit it right on the head. I think you're right. It's a lot of stuff, and that's why you're probably finding these crazy warehouse finds, because they're finally starting to move stuff out. Like all those all those Infinity War figures. They're starting to dissipate. They're starting to move on out. So now they're clearing out stuff, and they're like, damn, oh wow, here's a Gen 1 DeLorean.
I need them to find some more Ghostbusters.
They're finding more stuff. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. They're trying to clear out all that stuff. But Ty, what is your thoughts on that? And with all these crazy deals, what are you looking to acquire now? Because there's a lot of good deals, a lot of good deals on stuff right now too.
So I think that I agree with Second Brother that that they're answering or trying to answer Toys Wonderland and these overseas sellers, because like it seemed for the longest that they were just determined to hold on to their pricing. Like they were just not going to have a sale. They weren't going to give you a huge discount. They would give you a code that would run out before what you wanted was available, or have some other fine print reason why you couldn't get it. But now they see that they've got to fight and they've got to correct this market. Like this is happening. And I mean, it's new to me because I used to collect. I've collected all along, but I haven't been in touch with the community since like late last year, early this year. So this is the first time I've seen something like this. And it's pretty interesting to see what they're doing. It's weird to me to see, like, I got an email saying that the Coruscant Guard was like 30% off. So like now he's under 200 bucks. He's like 171. You click on it and it's join waitlist. So what the hell are you doing? And but I will say,
I think with that, I think everybody, sorry to cut you off, but I think with that, everybody was just going after it, and then boom, it was gone.
Yeah. It had to be, because it wouldn't make sense any other way. But I'll say, like, I've been keeping a closer eye on it now, and I got some Sideshow points and everything. So I was just looking at Zombie Deadpool the other day.
Yep.
And I was like, man, 270, that's too much for this guy. Like if there's a sale on him or a discount, maybe I'll pull the trigger. The very next day I look and he's like 200 bucks. I'm like, are you kidding me, Sideshow? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
So
pull the trigger. You said you were going to.
Yes, I did. I put my deposit down. I used my point.
To the urge.
I did. I gave in, because I have some plans for some photo opportunities with a couple other figures, and that Zombie Deadpool will fit very, very nicely.
Nice.
Yo.
There he is.
Yep. So yeah,
you don't look like he's on sale now.
Yeah.
Man, the price is over now.
Oh, I guess that was a limited thing, but yeah, I saw it. It's funny. I saw it earlier today.
Yeah, it was in red too. Like I've never seen it. It was in red, like 201. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. I didn't think it was real at first, but I was like, okay.
Yep.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Me personally, I snagged up the I was telling people on Good Morning Grails, I got the golden armor Wonder Woman for $250. I had about $80 in points already, but then using that 13% and then the $5 shipping, boom, damn good deal. But Maz, look, hold on, I gotta look. I got a thing for dogs. That's a cutie. That's a cutie.
All right, let's put you.
How old is he?
He's an older guy. He's 12. Something like that. 12, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't keep up with it.
Awesome. But yeah, bro, what's your take on all this with the waitlisting and also with these crazy sales? Are you aiming to get anything? Is this a good time? If you had some, like Ty was saying, if it was something that you were kind of looking at and kind of eyeing, it's probably a deal on it and you could probably get it real easy. So is there anything?
I got a couple of figures that I meant to pre-order that still haven't been pre-ordered yet. I'm gonna put the deposits down on those once I get a couple paychecks or so in, because just starting a new job. So get the down payments at least going on them. Like Finnick, haven't done her yet, and stuff like that I probably should. But other than that, no, I'm not really too affected by it. I mean, I narrowly would have missed Peacemaker. I did get him.
Yeah.
And that was like a last minute, like I saw him going blue screen, and I was like, I kind of want him because I got King Shark coming, and I feel like maybe I should at least have like a buddy for him because my Star Wars guy, they don't like King Shark. They already told me they don't want anything to do with him. They said, what's up with the shark guy, right? He can't even pose. So I figured I'd at least bring him somebody he'd know and park him. I mean, maybe the Blurg would get along with him. I didn't ask the Blurg. They're very similar. But yeah, as far as what they're doing with their wait lists and stuff, somebody again on either one of the groups or I was maybe watching another stream, but somebody mentioned that they saw one figure like flash like they were gonna go on wait list and then it like went away. I forget which figure it was, but so it was. I think the comment on that post was like somebody hit a button for like a second and that kind of fudged it. So maybe Sideshow's got like a button to create FOMO, because it does seem like they are kind of helping nudge that FOMO along. They do seem to be kind of working with that instead of just going, oh wow, that's slow, that's almost gone now, guys. You want to get it? No, they're like, hey, you should jump on this before it's almost gone, right? And the next week they're like, oh, by the way, it's almost gone. And I don't think their marketing's that good, but but they have to pay extra in taxes at the end of the year if they have this stuff in their warehouse too. So I mean, if they're sitting on product, they have to pay taxes on that product at the end of the year. Or at least with retail stores, that's how it operates. I would assume very similar. They do have a location, they do have to take inventory, and that's why businesses do inventory, because there's taxes at the end of the year. And so get that stuff out of there, save some money. And obviously they're sitting on way too much stuff. If they found the Ghostbusters, which I'm still mad I missed that, man. I had permission to buy it and everything, and I hit that button. I was hoping to get kicked out of whoever's cart. Didn't happen.
Yeah, a lot of people missed out on that one. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Question: who is in charge of their inventory? Because how do you not know you have T'Chaka or the Ghostbusters in your warehouse?
Yeah.
If I was them, I'd be looking at whoever is running the warehouse. How did you find this?
And that could be a thing,
employee pulled. Sorry.
And that's the thing. I had a buddy that worked in a warehouse, and he was telling me, he was like, you would be surprised all the crazy shit that happens in warehouses and how boxes are mislabeled and then returns. Those Ghostbusters could have been a return that was mislabeled and that was never labeled right. And then they have all that stock. And when they started moving stuff out and somebody opened the box, and that box could have said, I don't know, Mark 7, a whole bunch of Mark 7 Iron Mans. And next thing you know, boom, there it is, a damn Ghostbuster 4-pack. So that happens, that can happen very easy in a warehouse. But definitely want to.
SB made a good point too.
Before we go to SB, before we go to SB, I wanted to do this because Gilbert asked us a question. He said, Gilbert Alonsman, do you guys think that InArt will make a Peacemaker since they have the Suicide Squad license? Real quick, do y'all think that'll happen?
I mean, it's possible. I really hope they jump on that the Harley Quinn though, since nobody seems to be apt to making her. Please, I need that Harley Quinn. Either that, or I gotta go back and get the old Hot Toys one from the original Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
the one the good one.
If they did that, I would definitely love it.
Absolutely.
And I think they could. I think it's possible too.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to Scale Down Padawan for the $11.99 bomb. Thank you so much. He said, Jay, in 10 years' time, what from the current Hot Toys stock line do you believe might make it on Good Morning Grails? Let's make a prediction. That's a good one.
Anything that's a one-off, that would definitely be up there.
Yeah, that's a good one. You hit it right on the head. Anything that's I would say John Wick. I would say that Hellboy. Those one-offs right there for sure. Definitely
maybe the Spider-Verse Miles, maybe.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, he's kind of
yeah, I can see that. I think also a big one would be, and you just said it, Moss. One of the Harley Quinns from the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. I think
no, that will never be a grail. That's
no.
horrible.
Those are the ones but those that's what you.
No, the Suicide Squad one's the one I want. I don't want Birds of Prey. Nothing.
Well, I'm telling you, those
I got the EBGBs. Just think about that.
Probably be those will end up because people pass on them. Anything
I'm going to continue to pass on them.
Any of the Star Wars stuff would be, I think, definitely will be like Lando. I think he's going to be a grail. I think Snowspeeder Luke definitely. So yeah, those are mine. You guys got
Arena Fett? I think he's going to maintain value and or go up.
Yeah.
Neo,
because it's just something that nobody was able to get a hold of. There was a certain amount, and that was it. They're gone. And yeah, the market may not be reflecting that now. It's like what, $400 or something right now. I haven't even looked, but it's got nowhere to go but up because there's only but so much product for the demand, and there will always be demand for Boba Fett.
Right. Second brother, you said Neo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I think Neo damn near already is a grail. You talking about from the original Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. Ty, what about you?
Oh wait. I don't know. I would say I'm gonna go with Neo. I'm gonna go with Neo.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. That was a good one.
Yeah, definitely Neo. Yeah, I think that's definitely a safe bet. Going back, S Beam said he said that's a good point. He was like going back to some conversation we're talking about everything waitlisting and whatnot. S Beam said, didn't Pennywise go low stock then bounce back? Yes he did. Somebody's
got that button to create FOMO over there. They got it's probably called create FOMO right there. The button, it's like a red button. It says create FOMO.
They had a stream today that I was watching with like Halloween figures and everything, and front and center was Pennywise.
Yep.
So yeah, they've got plenty in stock now.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly what happened. And that's the thing. And I was saying that on Laos last night. With this whole thing, it's funny because we don't know. Like nothing has been complete. Nothing that's on pre-order has sold out. So this can all be a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing has sold that we haven't seen. Now, if we've seen something like completely sold, like, yeah, we got rid of our stock. We ain't got it no more. If we see that, then it's like, oh, the game is real now. Oh man, they really mean it. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Mando and Blurg's gonna be something that's gonna be one of those grails later on. Because again, it's a whole different body, and nobody else ordered them because they were like, we already got a Mando. So
it's a creature. Anything that's like a creature, or like you said, that's like a new body or a new type, definitely has a potential. in my eyes, has grail potential. Because how often are they going to do it? How often are they going to use? Like they can't reuse that Blurg body. They can't use that. Maybe a Tauntaun, maybe. Maybe.
Well, if you need a Tauntaun, there was a 1/6 scale Tauntaun that Hasbro or whatever put out a while back, and it actually would work. I mean, you could put it is like literally 1/6 scale. I almost bought it. I was at an antique store, they had it, but I wanted the one that wasn't in the box, and they weren't selling that one right now. I was like, damn it. Because it would have been a lot cheaper. But it was like a regular Hasbro or whatever release. It wasn't like a Hot Toy or something like that. It was so very plasticky, but it would have looked the part.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jay, on the thing with the Tauntaun, Sideshow definitely made one.
Yeah.
Sideshow made one, and I think the Tauntaun that Moz is speaking about is, I don't think it was Hasbro that made those?
Whoever makes Star Wars toys. It was a regular toy thing though, but it was like 6 scale, and I think they also made a dewback like that.
Yeah, they did, and it's part of, I think it's from that power of the Force
thing.
Because I actually had that Tauntaun with Luke, but it's in storage.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
that was definitely dope.
Padawan, I don't think it's the Blurg so much as his body is going to make this 2-pack interesting. The fact that Mando's got a new body on this Durasteel Mando. He's only got ratchets in his knees. They're not the full legs, not the full arms. He's got ratchets in the knees.
Maybe so he can ride him.
Yeah, so he can hold that tight grip on the Blurg. It's the whole. I think the whole reason for the ratchets in the knees. But he does have them where the original does not. And they did update some of the paint on him. So.
Oh, they did. Oh, wow!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
A little fine tuning on the paint. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. So it is. So it's not just a pretty much a reissue. It's almost a reissue, but almost a 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. I would say it's a 2.0, and it's the only way I think you're going to ever see the Durasteel again, because I mean, he was only in that Durasteel in season 1, and then this, of course, you have to go all in to get this. You're not going to get him any other way. So, and how many people? I mean, I've been watching streams. How many people are like, "Well, I'm going to get Mando and the Blurg"? No, everybody I've been hearing that's on the stream is like, "I might get Quill in the Blurg, or I might get just the Blurg, but I'm not going to get Mando in the Blurg." Nobody's buying it.
Right. Yep.
I would like Mando, but I don't really want the Blurg. I'd like that Mando though.
The Blurg is huge. I will tell you that it takes up that whole. See the empty space there in the DTOF in the end, or not DTOF, but the Magic. He fits that. That's his spot. That's where he goes. Yeah. He takes that whole space all the way back, and it's like, I got another one of these coming with Quill. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. I got another one coming.
Cable does have ratchet in these.
Does he?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a good figure. Really good figure. Really good figure. We had a fun time roasting it when it came out, but when we got that in hand, it was like, damn, that's a damn good figure.
He was getting discounted too.
He was.
He was getting discounted.
Yep, he definitely was. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to our next topic. We got 59 in here. We had 62. Come on, guys. I need these numbers to go up.
Y'all need to hit that like button, man.
And hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button if you like content, like this type of content.
Oh, why is my camera moving?
Because
I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. You're on a little.
How long did it take, dude? How long did it take you to like print that out? Because I had to take some time.
It did, because like if you consider, I had to, because I blew him up to a quarter scale size, so he doesn't really fit on my build plate, like his torso. So it took. I had to split him up, and like so I cut his torso in 3 pieces. Each print took like 8-9 hours to do. Oh, he's resin.
Oh wow.
I did do a filament torso, and I'm actually thinking about using that as like for Red Hulk. And so let's see. I wish I could get him to get a little. Oh, geez, the camera's moving now.
Your camera is possessed.
Right. It is. Well, it's an NVIDIA broadcast, so it's like trying to follow me. Oh. But the filament one took like 4 days to print his torso.
Wow.
Hey, we got Luminar in the house. What's up, Luminar? The queen, the matriarch, says hit that like button. Thank you.
Please hit that like button. But all in all, he's about 13, like including the base, he's about 13, 14 individual pieces that are pieced together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it took like a month.
That's amazing, bro. Looks damn good.
But like, I don't know where I'm going to put him except for like here. Because he's huge. I was going to do all the Avengers, but now with him this size, like where am I going to put quarter scale Avengers? I'm in an apartment.
Looks good.
All I know is World War Hulk is coming, man. That's all I'm excited about.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Looks good.
Oh, I wanted to say one other thing about this. Is like I'm actually printing something for Marco. He's like my first customer where I'm going to do like some kits. So if anyone wants to have something like this printed out, I could print it out and ship it to them. Even like sand it down for them, prime it up, and they can do whatever they want to do with it.
What resin printer do you have? My Anycubic I want to throw out the window, man.
Well, I feel that way about my Elegoo Saturn S, but I have an Anycubic Photon 6K mono, something like that, and it's down right now. But I still like it.
Mine spent more time broken than working, so I'm just gonna chuck it.
It's got a screen coming any day now because the screen messed up on it. But it's when it's working, it's better than the Elegoo. I would say, like it's more reliable.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. And look at who we got in the building. Katie Sackhoff's crush, huh?
Yes, sir.
Don't be me, Leo. That's me.
Leo, 1/6 scale man in the house, man. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
What's up, bro?
Hey, and we got somebody else here. Hold on, I think it's the hand of the wizard himself, Aries. What's up with you, bro?
What's going on?
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
Absolutely.
What's happening?
Going good. And I want to, you know what? I'm going to start, Aries. I'm going to start with you.
Uh-oh. What are we talking about?
And so InArt had an event in Thailand, and we saw some new pictures, and I mean, I think all these are looking pretty good. I think this Joker is looking pretty good too. We've seen it before. We've seen this before, but we did get some things that we didn't see before as well. They gave us some new shots. Looks like they combed the beard of of Gandalf here. He looks good. But this is one I wanted to talk about, get everybody's opinion on this guy.
Faramir.
Yeah. So, Aries, your thoughts on InArt in general, your thoughts on InArt, and also your thoughts on this figure right here, bro.
All right. So I will tell you, and by the way, hi, everybody. Good to be here and coming right in off the road. So happy to be here. Best of the best. Yes. And this is the first time I'm seeing these pictures. First, what I think of InArt, and I was talking about this on Lael's show just when I was on there, last week and whatnot, and then on Will's show. They're just doing a tremendous job. I mean, honestly, as I said on Lael's show, it's next level stuff, in my opinion. I looked at Justin's reviews on these prototypes, absolutely unbelievable in my view. And the way that they're actually making that the rooted hair having the substance, or it's kind of like, it's not like flimsy like the Chewbacca's, for instance, that we would get. It's really easily posable and put in there, and it's nice. I'm really digging it, baby. I mean, really, really digging it. So, I mean, this figure here, unbelievable. The Joker, absolutely forget about it. I'm in love with the Ian McKellen Gandalf. Yeah. And I mean, I think you guys told me too that that's the same artist that did the White Pilgrim one some years ago. That's, third party. It's absolutely Gandalf the White, fantastic. This is just sensational, to be honest with you. And this is the first time I'm seeing this pose with this shot. But go back to the Aragorn, baby, because that's the first time I'm seeing that. And yeah, dude, I mean, that's Viggo Mortensen. And I mean, that is really, really nice. And I'm just so stoked that they're coming out with these particular figures. I'm actually, is it possible that I would dive into the Lord of the Rings line from InArt? And I say, yes, it's possible. I love it that much. So if they would give me a Christopher Lee Saruman, here you're talking about Viggo Mortensen with Aragorn, if I could get an Elijah Wood, if I could get a Frodo, or if I could get Samwise or some of those characters, it's going to be real, real hard to stay away because, I love this trilogy. And of course, I love the Hobbit trilogy with Peter Jackson as well. And forget about the Rings of Power because I don't know. I really, really like what Amazon did there. But no, I mean, I really like what InArt is doing. So yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on it. And do you have any more shots of the Aragorn, I guess, or is this it?
I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it.
Now, is that looks like sculpted hair, or is that rooted hair with the?
I think this is sculpted hair.
It looks really, really good. I wonder if they'll do a rooted hair version too. But I'm digging what Justin said about the rooted hair, and it has like a little bit of that stickiness to it, so it's not flimsy. And I don't know, I love that idea. This looks great though. Again, I'm sure we're going to have many, many shots. They haven't disappointed with anything yet. Yep. And my honest opinion as well is I know some people had questions. Well, it's just a prototype. It's got to come out. look, they've already made like what 2,000 already. I think we were all talking about of the Joker. They, Vegas, this place, that place. They're going to hit these out of the park, and I think it's going to be great for the collecting community. Too bad. It appears like we were talking about on Will's show and your show, Lale, that they probably won't dive into Star Wars with that tight hold that Sideshow and Hot Toys has on a license.
Never happened.
I'd love to see it, baby. I'd love to see it, my friend.
Yeah, no, that would be incredible, bro.
Definitely. I agree 100%. I think these figures look I think they look amazing. They do. They look sensational. Leo, your thoughts on this Aragorn? I know we've seen a lot of the other InArts figures, but yeah, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
So I might be the only one to say this. I might be. And I might get crucified for saying it. But I don't see Viggo Mortensen, bro.
For a lot of people have been saying that.
I don't like it looks weird. Like I don't it's you know what? It looks like
a reject of This Is Spinal Tap.
It looks like this looks like a Madame Tussauds head sculpt. Like
really,
yeah. Like not saying it in a bad way, but it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't. I guess they have to show us more shots. I don't know. This is the only one where it just kind of looks weird. Like I don't see Viggo. You know what I mean? Like I for some reason I'm not seeing it. Like I definitely don't see Viggo right now. Maybe it's just the way it's lit. It could just be me. But I don't see him. Like I'm just having a hard time really like for you to knock, like they knocked, Gandalf off the park.
They did.
That looks like him. Yes. I mean, they hit it, bro. But this, I don't know, maybe, and this is sculpted, right?
Yep.
Is this the sculpted version?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just having a hard time. And maybe it's just me. Okay, so even there, like I just don't see it. It looks like someone else. It's not Viggo to me. Like it doesn't, I don't see him. And I wasn't, again, I wasn't going to dive heavily into the, Lord of the Rings, line anyway, but I don't know, the sculpt, it definitely needs a repaint or it needs some work. You know what I mean? Yeah. It needs some touch ups. You know what I mean? For me to basically say it's Aragorn, because it just doesn't. I don't know. I'm just myself, I'm just not seeing it. But other people may. It's not taken away from the figure, but it's just that, I mean, this is the first time I'm looking at that piece and I'm looking at their work, and I'm just like, I'm having a hard time seeing Viggo. Not to say that the tailoring and everything is not great, but the head sculpt is just not there for me. Like it's just not.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, did you have any other pictures? And I see this other one too. I wonder.
Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Aries is something. Like the thing is, like when you see the hair, you see the sculpt, you're like, okay, the hair is there. That's his hair. When you look above the brow, it's slightly there, but when you drop below it, it's just like, I don't know.
It's the nose, man. They took Faramir's nose.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It doesn't look. And maybe can you zoom in a little bit on that?
Let me see if I can.
Little zoom in button. There you go.
I don't know.
I was feeling, when I seen it this morning, my first knee-jerk reaction, I was like, oh, Aragorn. And then I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I see why because I remember they were rumblings, and I think Riley kind of said it. He was saying that, I don't know if it was Riley or Justin, but they were saying that Viper didn't want it shown or something like that because it wasn't ready, or it was damaged. I was hearing all that. I can see it looked like this wasn't ready. That's like it looked like they were like, hey, we want to give somebody, we were going to give people a different experience in Thailand than what they did in Vegas. So they wanted to show it off, but I don't think it was ready. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting from it.
Like if you put the hood on it, then we can see Strider. But you know what I mean? Other than that, like, I don't know. Is there something about it that I'm not necessarily seeing? So I think that they, hopefully they're still working on it. You know what I mean? Because it's not. When is the Batman figure scheduled for release?
I'm not even sure. I'm sure that I think March of next year.
Is that March?
Yep.
Okay, so this probably won't come into like what, the fourth quarter next year or something like that, or whatever.
Yep.
So I mean, they still got time to work on it. I mean, you got they got time that they can kind of do whatever they need to it. And it could, like, Pedro, it could be the lighting. It could definitely be the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't know. It's just not. It's, to me, so you can slightly see it, but not all the way. If it makes sense, like, it's just I don't know.
It's not like that Gandalf figure. It's not.
Yeah, Gandalf, you can see it. You can see it with the hat on. I know it's him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I know that that's basically him. You know what I mean? I know that, pretty much, that's Robert Pattinson when you look at that Batman figure. You know what I mean? I know that that's Heath Ledger when I look at the Joker. When I look at this, it's like maybe they should have slowed up a little bit. Slow down and just, maybe. And Viper could be like, yo, I was not ready. Y'all you're rushing this, and I'm definitely not ready to release it.
Yeah.
And there's going to probably be a couple of conversations about it. Not to say that it's terrible. It just doesn't, like somebody said, it looks like more like they thought it looked like Faramir.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they were attempting to do that. And I don't know.
Yep.
Definitely don't look like it.
Second brother, I know, we kind of had a conversation about InArt and everything last week privately. And we know it's a lot of people, a lot of us are like, we love it. We love the products, especially with the Joker. I mean, I really I can't wait to get my hands on that Joker. That's going to be amazing. But I want to know, second brother, your thoughts on this figure, and then kind of like what we were talking about in like your thoughts all on InArt as a whole. What is your thoughts?
His name's not second brother. It's Dyson.
Well, thank you, my brother Leo. As brother Jay, and I shall retort this whole thing with InArt here, is that no, I missed out on the press thing that they did. I need to catch up on that. But for what I saw and what I was saying, we're gonna start with Eric. We're gonna start with Aragorn first. Okay, since you got it there, we can talk about now.
Yep.
The Joker, I was kind of disappointed in the clothing.
I heard that before.
When I looked at the figure, I'm just like, okay, the figure's on point. But when it had the jacket, I'm like, come on, man, they could put some shoulder pads in that jacket. That jacket just laid flat. Like, I think they could have done a little bit more attention to detail to the clothing. And the only way we really find out if you turn and get it in hand, but basically for what I'm seeing, I'm like, the prototype clothing was on point. Was on point. So just hope that these are final production runs, I assume.
Yes, this is a final production. This was pulled off the production line.
And maybe they'll do some things, or maybe that one that they were using, that the clothing wasn't. But for what I'm seeing is that they got to work on the clothing. They have to work on that. Now, if you start getting to the Lord of the Rings again with Gandalf, oh no, they knocked that. They knocked that completely out of the park.
Yeah, that's Sir Ian McKellen right there, for sure.
Yeah, you ain't no damn. And how much he's retailing? Because I'm sitting there, I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole. Because I know if I do, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah.
For that damn Gandalf, and if they turn around it was like they do a Christopher Lee. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I'm an old school Christopher Lee fan.
They gonna get you.
I want them to do a Galadriel, bro. If they do a Galadriel,
Yeah, it'd be hard to not go down that rabbit hole, second brother. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard not to resist. And I'm like, I know if I see it and I see it in hand, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go ahead and have to do it. But it probably be me trying to be disciplined and be those only two figures as Gandalf, and I can't remember the other character Christopher Lee played in Lord of the Rings. But if he comes out, there's an 80% chance. 80% chance that's gonna go down. Mm-hmm. But getting back to the clothing and getting back to InArt, I'm happy that InArt is in the game. Mm-hmm. Like all of us have been talking about forever, that competition is needed because it keeps everybody on their toes.
Absolutely.
And make them, keep raising that bar and keep raising that bar. Because all of us know, when you got that one, that one kid on the block, heads start getting big, they start slacking and, other things. But when somebody come around the corner with something fresh, we need to step up our game. Then the only thing that may hold back is the pricing, like we already talked about. Yep. But all in all, what I've seen, it was like, okay, they could work on the clothing. Aragorn, seeing that, I was like, just made a joke like this is Spinal Tap because it looked like it's something. He looked like a methed out roadie in that. Just look at it like he just mad, like he just pissed and like, man, they got me pulling these damn speakers. I'm not doing this today. That's what it looks like. But I also agree that it could be the lighting. It could be the lighting. And if they say the figure wasn't ready, it just wasn't ready. But by them being, I will say this, by them not being ready and this is what they put out, what is going to look like when it is ready.
True.
Because what we're picking on right now, we're picking on small things. What we're picking on right now.
Right, and you were saying about the Joker. It was like, hey, it looks good. Then I asked you straight up, it does look good, but is it worth? And I think we had a stream we were talking about it. Like we were saying, is it worth $1,000? That 2-pack? Yeah. Is it worth? Some people was like, no. I'm like kind of. Some people was like, yay. Some people no. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's actually worth $1,000. Maybe maybe 7, maybe 8. I don't know. It depends on it. But Ty, I want to get your opinion.
Real quick before you go, because like I said, I got to head out. I got to get ready for Uncivilized, whatever. Because I don't even know if I changed the time or not. But I just see them sitting back there waiting, so I'm gonna get over there with them. But thanks for having me, bro. Definitely always good to be here with everybody. What's up, bro?
Leia, I just want to say one thing. I'm feeling a certain kind of way because you were the one that led me into this community, bro.
Well, let's go.
And still, I have not been.
Well, what? Okay, so check this out then. Check this out. I'm about to bully your ass then. So now, Jay.
Yep.
You heard him, right?
Yep.
I said it.
So when his name shows up next Wednesday, his ass better be behind stage. I'm gonna send a link. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send 4-5 links every day. Bring it. All right. Ready. Let's go. Plain and simple. Let's go. No more talk. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Anyway, thank you for having me here. Everybody, Aries, as always, been a pleasure. My guy, next week. You already know you'll be there.
Yeah,
exactly. MB Dyson, my man, brother. I'm gonna need that sermon.
Well, as we turn around and say, Lil, I had to go offline with some questions I have to ask you. I'm gonna have to try to conjunctize your mind a little bit on some of the things that have been going on, especially with Disney Plus. I had to ask you some questions on that on the side.
Gotcha. Let's go. We'll definitely talk about that. Baldini Mussolini, bro, I will check you out. He can't. Baldini Mussolini, what you doing?
What are you doing?
Moss is like, what?
I was playing with my Mayfix figures earlier, man.
All right, cool.
Just doing some posing.
Got you. Anyway, I'm coming. I'm on my. Anyway, I got to get out here because they hit me up. I'm gonna go over there. So I'll talk to y'all later on. Man. All right.
Thank you
Bro,
so much
take it
for
easy.
being here.
All right. Peace out. Man. Peace
Thank you
out.
so much. That is funny. Leo,
He
ladies
knows
and gentlemen.
Mussolini was a fascist, right?
Maz was like, I'm not answering to that. But Maz, then we with you. What's your thoughts?
Maybe
My
man
bad.
had to
Did I
make his
jump? Oh,
point.
my bad. I'm so sorry.
You jumped the tide
My
first,
bad.
man.
My bad. Go ahead, Ty. I'm sorry.
Hey, look,
Ty.
he just had COVID. He got that COVID brain
It's-
right
I'm
now.
telling you, it's- let me tell
Hey,
you.
in Jay's defense, though, Ty was already trying to jump ship just before Leo.
I had to say it. I had to say it. It's been building up. I had
if
to
you
get
don't
that
want to
off.
be here, then Maz, what do you think?
I want to be here. Like I want to be here, but I had to get, I felt that way. But I also feel a way. I want to say it's very nice to be on a panel with you, Aries, because I've watched plenty of your broadcasts. You have to wonder. I had to wonder when I was actually going to be on with you, and now it's finally happened. So thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. It is awesome and great to be here with you, my friend.
Now, let me, since I derailed us a little bit here. When you first put this picture of Aragorn up, I was like, what is this? Like, I saw the title of InArt, but I'm like, what is this? Maybe they've done themselves a disservice because of the other figures they've shown that are very well polished and they look really, really good, just like shrunken versions of the actors.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing this, like when I think of InArt, I'm thinking about these other ones, and I look at him and I'm like, okay, he looks sort of like a cosplayer. Or if you go to Disney and you see like a Jack Sparrow, and from a distance, that guy looks like the real Jack Sparrow, and then you get up close, you're like, oh wait, that's not him. Yeah, that's kind of what he looks like here. I'm hoping that obviously he can't be done. He's a prototype.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give them the benefit of the doubt that they will get it straight and get it up to the level of their other figures. But right now, I could see why if Viper did not want to show this, I see why he didn't want to show it, because it is not at the standard of the other figures. Not yet.
Yeah.
It does need some work. So, I mean, now the Gandalf, good Lord. Like, I'm looking at him and these pictures that you're showing me, and I'm like, how many statues do I have to sell so I can afford this guy? Because now I want him, and I don't want to go in this lane. I don't want to do it. I want to get the Joker, probably the Batman.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at this, and it's just amazing to me.
No.
So, Aragorn needs work. These guys, perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I think, that's a general consensus here. Big Dog Pound, what's up with you, brother? Good to have you here. Got to give you a woo. What's up with you, brother? Always good to have you up in here. And my guy, Yomo, you got your hand right. Yomo. What up?
Yo.
What up with you, Yomo? Good to have you here. Absolutely. We got 66 in here. Guys, let's get these numbers up. And remember, hit that like button. We also got Philip the Fool in the house. He said, what up, y'all? What's up with you, brother?
What up, Philip
Always.
the Fool?
What up? So Maz, finally, last but not least. Sorry for the
all good.
sorry
It's
for
all
the
good.
wait. Sorry for the wait.
Big Dog Pound. I want to give Big Dog Pound a shout because he always makes sure to tag everybody. So I want to make sure.
Absolutely.
I give him a shout too. So Big Dog Pound, how you doing? Woo! And Philip the Fool. And yeah, I'm sorry. I was playing with my Mayfix and I got a Mayfix Black Suit Spider-Man. Just got in the mail. I mean, a little 6-inch figure, and I got a Marvel Legends Venom, and I'm gonna do a scene where they're fighting each other. So I was just playing with that while you guys were going on, because I was like, I don't want to hear what everybody else is saying, because I want to be able to just come out saying my own thing.
You got go ahead.
As far as InArt goes, I'm really excited about this. I mean, I don't, of course, like the prices. I mean, who wants to pay more for a figure? But I got Joker on order. I'm really trying to figure out if I can get some money scraped together and maybe switch my Sculpted to Rooted, if they'll let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it, because they'll probably try to hit me for that. But I'm gonna at least check if I have money together before they ship. The other thing is I'm seriously considering the Gandalf the Grey. I don't need the whole line, which is nice because I mean, just Gandalf the Grey. I mean, he's every scene that Gandalf the Grey was in, he just stole it. He just it was his movie there. I mean, it was just his to mess up. But and I wasn't a huge fan of Gandalf the White, so I mean, not that it was bad. I didn't like the look. I didn't like that ironed hair he had, just like really straight and like, ugh. This looked more natural to me. I always like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as Aragorn, I still say that's Faramir, and I think somebody made a mistake and put the wrong name tag on him. Although what gives him away is not being Faramir is he's got the elf-given cloak on. So, but yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they released that Aragorn picture yet. I don't think that they were ready to do it. I can see some hints of Viggo Mortensen there, but I think that nose is screaming the actor that plays Faramir. I think it's really the nose is just a bit too broad.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Just a little too imposing. I just don't see it right now. I mean, if I stare at it long, it's almost like, you remember those old pictures in the 90s where if you stare at it long enough, you see the sailboat.
Right.
You can make it happen, baby.
Figure, this is that figure right now. It's a schooner. Schooner is a sailboat, dummy. Mallrats reference for you guys. But yeah, that's where I'm at on this, man. I mean, I'm really excited about what InArt's going to do. I just wish they would do something original. Stop doing stuff that's been done. Give us something new, man. Stop riding the coattails of other licensed products from other people, and let's break out of this mold. Let's go in a different direction. Like Linda Carter's Wonder Woman would have been a great thing for them to do instead of another Gal Gadot Wonder Woman.
I agree, 100%, bro.
Stuff like that.
100% agree. You hit that. Yeah.
Hopefully somebody would listen to that message, because if that happens, I am definitely going to be.
Well,
they want pre-order on.
I was told, and I can't really say that information here, but it's some good. They working on some good properties, some real good properties, like some real good properties. Like you wouldn't even like some stuff that I'll just say this, some stuff that Hot Toys did back in the day, and they're like jumping on it, and it's like a license that you would like. What, they're doing that? So yeah, I can't wait.
And like Dune, I wish they had done the 80s Dune movie. I wish they had done those guys.
Yes.
I mean, that would be just awesome. I mean, granted, the movie's got its faults, but it's still, it still resides in me somewhere.
That would be, bro. That would be, dude. I like Maz. I like the way you thinking, bro. Absolutely.
I'm on fire today, man. Put me out.
So that's been, that was pretty much it for their with their event. What I got here. So top 3 Star Wars releases for 2022 so far. So we got gonna put up a lot of the all the releases that we got this year, and just want to get everybody's top 3 figures that release Star Wars figures that released this year. But before we do that, my guy. Okay, so he sent me a message. That's right. The Pimp himself. That's right. Lando, pimped out Lando, knock off Lando, whatever you want to call it. He's here and he has a message for everybody. Here's another episode of Space Pimpin' Ain't Easy.
Oh, how you doing? Greetings and salutations, everybody. That's right, it's your good friend, Knockoff Lando, aka the Space Pimp himself. That's right, I'm here in wonderful Cloud City, and I just wanted to say Happy Halloween to everybody out there, and I hope you all are taking advantage of those wonderful, spooktacular discounts. Chewbacca, calm down. There's plenty of other items that's available. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he's a little upset right now, Everything he wants seems to be on waitlist. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, have a safe and happy Halloween. And I'll see you on the flip side. Jay, take it away. Oh no, baby. I'm not supposed to be Count Dracula. I'm the Baron of Cloud City. You gonna be wearing that, huh? Oh yeah. Oh, you know I'm bringing the Colt 45. It works every time.
No, baby.
That guy.
That was freaking great, dude.
He did forget to mention that, not only, the stuff waitlisted, but then, the coupons just don't work on the things you actually want.
That too.
Everything but the things you want is, hey, look, sale. I'm like, but I don't.
He's going to mention that in the next
Sorry, Raider.
That guy. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. But yeah, that guy. He brings up a good point. A lot of stuff we want, but a lot of stuff came out this year. A lot of good Star Wars figures came out this year. I just want to get everybody's opinion on, what's their top three. So first, let me pull this up real quick if I can find it. It's right here. There we go. Let me just do this real quick.
I got old man memory. I can't remember. Everything.
He's gone.
Now, is this releases or announcements?
These are going to be released. Stuff that actually released this year.
Stuff that came out.
Yes, sir. Let me see. And my camera just died. Give me 1 second. I don't know how I did it. We're not at the 2-hour mark yet. That's crazy. Let's see.
You get yourself one of these M50s, Jay. Work.
I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get one. But I
get
do
get the Elgato face cam.
That's what I'm using right now.
That's what I'm using.
Never. Like,
but see, he don't know that the image processor is the same in that camera that he's using.
His camera is still better. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not the same image processor. They tell y'all that, but it ain't. What do I know? Anyway, but yeah.
If I had a violin, I'll play it right now.
Yep. But okay, so this is what we got. These are all the releases that came out this year, starting with the not the Tusken Raider, but starting with the Assault Tank Commander, on up to the Death Trooper, the Death Chrome Black Trooper. So I'll start with me. My favorites this year, I gotta admit, I would say would be Jango Fett. Just love that Jango Fett figure. Just a dope figure. Just looks damn good, real damn good. And that Mandalorian, I'm sorry, not Mandalorian, but the Boba Fett repaint on the throne is just an excellent figure. I mean, the presence of it is just amazing. And the Luke Skywalker on a snow speeder. Come on. OT over everything. So it definitely had to go right there. Those are my top three right there. But, I want to know you guys. Start with you, Aries. Aries, what is your top three figures that released, not announced, but released this year?
I can't say all of them. I have to pick three. Listen, your three are pretty darn awesome. And, it's hard. I think for me, God, it's hard. Scroll up again. If you don't mind, I see the bottom there going up to the top. I mean, 2-pack Boba Fett for sure. I mean, that's just for me. That's gosh,
yeah.
I just love that set. And then I know the eyes are just going the other way, and it's slightly different. His skin texture is a little bit different, but Boba and Throne is up there, and then I got to go with Luke because that was my most anticipated figure of the year, along with the Luke from the Mandalorian, which I cannot wait to get that piece. But and it's hard not putting Django in there because I love that figure. I'm like, looking right at it now, but I'm gonna go with the Luke over the Django. So I was going to say Tamora Morrison's going to run the table here with me. I'm going to go Django. I'm going to go 2-pack Boba and Throne. But I'm going to throw Mark Hamill in there. I really do love that 40th anniversary packaging. Luke Skywalker. It's just so special. And I'm looking at that right here as well, too. The 2-pack Boba Fett, forget about it. Boba and the Throne. Great with the scene. I think all these figures are great. But for me, if I had to go with top 3, that's it, baby. That's mine.
Definitely some real great picks there. Some real damn good picks there, man. Absolutely. Ty, I want to go with you. Yeah, your top 3 releases, Star Wars releases this year.
Do they have to be figures I own or just what I think are the top 3?
Oh, what you think are the top? What you think are the top 3?
Okay. So I'm going to go with the Boba 2-pack because that was one of my first that I got this year. I still think it's awesome. Really great work. Like that head sculpt is amazing. And Luke, I waited a long time to finally get a Hot Toys Luke Skywalker, and I have not been disappointed. And I'm a little torn between Django and Ahsoka because I've been waiting for Ahsoka for so freaking long, and it finally came out. I think I'm going to go with Ahsoka, but Django is a very close. It's almost a tie, but I'll go with Ahsoka. So those are my 3.
There you go. Those are damn good.
Those
are damn good ones. Second brother. Now I know I got an idea what one of them is going to be because, man, that's a great piece. I don't own that one, but damn, I kind of want that one, especially with these discounts that we seeing from Sideshow and everything. But yeah, man, what's your top 3?
Okay, so that list that you got right there, that list don't look complete.
Yeah, it's not complete.
There's one thing that's missing, and that would be to my knowledge, what's missing is the Chrome Trooper. The Chrome Trooper.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, scroll down. I think there's more missing than that.
I think that's all. Hold on, let me scroll back down. Sorry, my tab's all over the place.
You got Echo in there.
Yep.
You got Moff
Didn't
Gideon.
the Clone Troopers come out? The 501st and Rex, didn't that come out this year?
No, that was last year. That's last year.
Was that last year? No.
Yep, that was last year.
Dude, I'm getting too old, man. No, you sure it's last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Rex, yeah.
That was last year. Yep.
Okay.
That's funny because I was having that same problem today. I was like, damn, was Rex this year or last year?
I thought it was this spring, man. I thought he came out.
No, that was last year.
February, March.
It felt like it.
It felt like it. No.
Yeah.
It was late. I think he came out late September of last year, I believe. About a year. Rex has been out about a year.
You got Arena Fett in this?
Yeah, he's not in there either.
He's not there either. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to add an honorable mention, but I'm gonna pick my 3. The Fett 2-pack. That's a definite right there for the Fett 2-pack.
Yes.
The Snowspeeder Luke. Right there, that's on point.
Yep.
The Chrome Troopers. But I gotta put Chrome, when I say troopers, I mean plural, means that you have to have 2 of them. You have to have 2 of them. One with the arc, arc helmet, and the other. They have to complement each other. So that's 3. My honorable mention with that would be the I can't see it on the list. You can scroll your list up.
Okay.
The honorable mention, and this is almost, you almost have to split it. That would be the Anakin on the staff, and then Maul.
Yes. Anakin on the staff for sure.
Yeah.
Maul, I'm kind of like, but in person, that Maul is nice. When you really see him, like, yeah, Maul is nice. Yeah, but that's a good one. Those some good ones there. Maz, you're right. I just realized the blurg's not on here, and now
Nope.
you're right. So we do got a couple. I knew I was missing a couple. But going with you, Maz.
Well, give me the screen since what I'm pointing out is not on there. I like my Mando on blurred. I love it.
he just had to flex on it.
Love it. Dude, this new body for Mando is awesome. As I was mentioning earlier, I love the ratcheted knees.
Yep.
The paint's better, and of course, when Mando first came out, he was like a win, right? He was like almost like a figure of the year when this first iteration came out. So
yep.
Why not keep with that? Granted, the blurg is huge, but I do like it. It looks great, you know. And then I'm going to give props to this arena effect because I'm not going to be the same person going Throne or 2-pack, man. Even though I have them, I love them. Let's do the arena effect. Let's give it some love.
Looks so good.
That's a great pose you got there too, bro.
Just so beautiful. Pose. Just so beautiful. And then, does it have to be Hot Toys?
It's got to be Star Wars.
Crap I give them. I like my Clone Wars, Sideshow Clone Wars figures.
Nope, wrong answer.
I don't care what you think, man. That's what I like.
No, and don't.
Wrong answer. No, but no. I mean, you know what? I will say this, Maj. You made them look good. You did make them look good. On the pictures, you made them really look good.
He's just chilling, man. Because this is my iteration of Anakin. The hell with the Hayden Christensen. My Anakin right here.
Looks good, baby.
It does look good. It does
look good. Like I said,
they perfectly look good. They look good. But that's a strong 3 right there, Maz. That's damn. So that just proves that. I mean, they came out with some real good Star Wars stuff this year. Definitely real good Star Wars stuff. I want to go back to this question real quick that we got from, well, not question, but we did get a question from, he couldn't be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing big things.
Somebody who's been here for like past 30 minutes giving me crap about my comments I left on history.
Says, sorry, Anthony Siskel Mafia. Thank you so much for stopping by, Anthony. He says, sorry I couldn't make it, but y'all you all are holding it down. Just goes to show you, even InArts is susceptible to duds. Yes, with the Aragorn, the Aragorn talk we had earlier. He said here's hoping for improvements though. I think they will. Then he asked me where's Spock. Dude, I have not opened my X06 Spock, but I can't wait after the stream. I'm gonna be posing him and getting him opening and getting him posed. Can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. But Anthony, thank you so much. We'll be there, be with you on Saturday. Tales of the Dark Side. It's going to be huge. Going to be amazing. But yes, guys. So for my last, okay, actually, I got 2 more topics. For tonight. The biggest one: protect what you collect. I want to talk about collector's insurance. Now, I've been doing some research, and another good video to look at on this is our guy Kiko. Kiko did a video a couple of months back about collector's insurance and should you get it. I think with all of us spending all the money that we spend on these figures, thousands of dollars a year on figures, definitely want to have some type of protection on your collection. I know I've talked to some people. Some people's like, hey, insurance is only good when you need it. Some people say, hey, you could be paying for it and never use it. I'm like this. Always want to think about the worst case scenario because this is something that we spend a lot of time and a lot of money into. And most importantly, time, because you can't get that back. Money, yeah, you can get back, but time you can't get back. So just want to get the panel's thoughts on that. And second brother, want to start with you on this. How do you feel about collector's insurance? And do you have plans or do you have any tips you can give us?
Okay. Well, I'm kind of agreeing with Tully in the chat.
Can't shoot a fire, man.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yep. But you can't shoot a fire. I agree.
One thing I say, this old Marine would say, you only die tired.
Water damage either.
But really is having, and both of us, we had our experience dealing with insurance and loss and when things happen.
Yes. Yep.
And there's good points and there's bad points. The good point is the peace of mind that you have that you think that you're covered. The dark side of that is when it's time for they had to pay up.
Yeah.
That's going to be the challenge with anything, with any insurance.
Yep.
So with dealing with collectors insurance, like I've done my research, and I have a policy rider on my homeowners insurance pertaining to what's going on down here, and it's a peace of mind. But actually, realistically, if something ever happens, I know I'm probably going to deal with 3 times as much of BS of trying to get made whole of what I put into, because you never be made whole.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be made whole because the value of these figures are subjective. There's not a governing body that governs the value of these things except my man Aries right there. There's not a governing body. They don't have a rating system like for like for comics and all that stuff. So their value is pretty much subjective of what you feel what I deserve. So if you have an adjuster come in and do an appraisal of your collection, I guarantee you by the time that insurance agent finished coming through there, that appraisal is going to come in half or maybe 1/3 if you're lucky, a little over than half of what you actually put in. So to answer that question, that insurance is kind of, that's kind of it's a hit and miss game. It's a hit and miss game. Yeah. Only thing you do is you try to do what I pretty much do is try to put in every safeguard and measure that I possibly can to make sure my collection is protected.
Yeah.
That means by using technology, make sure I'm using dehumidifiers, make sure I'm doing things and make sure that I'm doing everything that's going to increase the longevity of the collection. But insurance, like you said earlier, some's like you pay for it and never use it. Yep. Sometimes it's good when you have it, but me and you, brother, we've been on both sides of the coin where it was good to have and it sucked when it was time to pay up.
Exactly.
So not to be long-winded, but that's my take on it.
No, I mean, I think you hit it pretty well, hit the topic pretty well, just, giving up a little personal, things that we have been through with, with having a fire and losing stuff and, and dealing with insurance adjusters and how, they're not your friend. They want to lowball you. So, and that's just what it is. Collecting Madness, my guy Chris, he says, I have it included on my renters / home house insurance. Now, if it ever goes past the cap, I will have to increase it and look elsewhere. Exactly. He said, I keep track of the value of my collection. And that's the big thing. I know you can get one thing, you can do a personal property loan. And I believe Allstate does that. They do personal property loans where you can just put an amount. You can set an amount. Like set an amount for about 50. Let's say if it's about 50, let's say if it's 50 or 60,000 a year, you'll be probably looking at a yearly, and it really isn't that much. It's like the cost of a figure, which you would pay for a year. Like I looked at one today, it was about $356 for the whole year annual. So when you look at that, that's a small investment for a peace of mind, because that's the price of a figure. So when you think about stuff like that, that's just something to think about. But jumping around a little bit, Aries, what is your thoughts on collector's insurance?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same mindset and boat as Second Brother. I have the my collection is part of a rider on my homeowner's insurance, so I have it in that regard too. But I agree with you, Second Brother. I feel like if we're ever in a situation where we had to use it, it's going to be damn hard to get everything back of it. But you can bet your arse I'm going to show them the market chart and be like, hey, but listen, right. This is the value, baby.
Right.
But it's hard. It's and I do it just because it's in me. Like, hey, okay, I think it's responsible for in a way to like, okay, I have this, I'm building these collections. Good to have that extra, put it on as a rider in your home insurance and do it that way. But I don't put too much stock in it because I'm kind of like, just like Second Brother was saying, I almost feel like it's going to be a real hill to climb to be able to get a whole lot of that back. But I haven't really investigated much more. As a couple of people were saying in the chat, hey, if it gets over, the rider that I have, or it gets too expensive, look elsewhere, side insurance, that type of thing. I'm sure that there's things like that out there, but it's just it's what it is. I have it. I don't put a whole lot of stock in it, but I have it. But I do some of the other things like you mentioned, Second Brother. I have the dehumidifier going. I have some of those things to keep it safe, but to keep the collection, to keep the value up and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got to dig into it more, Jay, to see what else is out there. But I definitely dug into it enough to be like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put it in my homeowner's insurance and at least have that covered that way. Mm-hmm. But then I kind of just cut off from there. I'm glad you mentioned our friend Kiko, because he has a video on that. I'd be really interested. He puts out a lot of good stuff like that. I'd love to be able to check it out and actually get some of his thoughts if he did a little bit of a deep dive into it. I see that you're putting up on the screen here, collectibles insurance services. So that would be interesting to see, people's what they offer. But I'd also like to find out if someone's actually had to use the service before. See what their experience has been. Was it a nightmare? Did they what did they have to go through when an adjuster came to pay up on this stuff? So that would be interesting to see if there's anyone that had experience on that.
And that's a good point. And that's the thing. If anybody out there that's in the chat or has dealt with a company such as this is one I found today, Collectibles Insurance Services. They've been around since the 60s. Names kind of changed around them a few times, but they've done, they started with stamps. Then comic books, and then, action figures. So I've never used them. I'm looking into it. But yeah, if anybody has any more information about it, definitely.
Like I said, but the problem is with this is that you don't have an actual sanctioning body that put a dollar value on these things.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's where the big problem lies. Because if you're looking at comic book spoilment, there is an actual, it's a standard that's there. Yeah. There's nothing for this. Only standards we go by, like I said, my man Aries and eBay. That's it.
And they may just look at, I don't know, and hopefully none of us have to experience it, but just look at what the retail price is. They may actually depreciate some of the value off the retail. I mean, it may be less than half, which I don't know if it ever happened. I don't know how they would do it. But yeah, you're right, Second Brother, because they may just say, like, what did it retail for? I don't know if they would increase it from there or if they would decrease it, to be honest. I don't know if you got any thoughts on it. I don't know. I have no idea what they would do.
I know if any company I would go through, I probably pretty much would have it in your language, in your legal language, is that if you you have to find a replacement and what it will cost for you to find that replacement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one way, legally that you could turn around and pretty much put fire. It's like, okay, you're going to insure these things. I can tell you right now, it's not a whole bunch of them floating around. So you're going to have to replace it. If you can't replace it, you're going to have to give me what
it's worth.
What it's worth for me to replace it.
Yep. Yeah, because even like going through like a home, like this question, Dog Pound, he just asked me, which insurance company do you have covering your collection? Right now, I'm looking into the thing with Allstate, and as a getting personal property insurance, and I believe that's what Kiko, he talks about that in his video. And I'll be dropping the video, the link to the video in the chat in a little bit. Shout out to Kiko. Sorry, that's our guy. He did a big deep dive on that, and that's what he did with his. That's what I'm doing with mine. But I'm still not sure, like what Second Brother is alluding to. That's still the way, because I think with those companies, they're only going to give you what you paid for it initially. They're not going to give you what it was worth. That's the thing. But I look at it like this: if everything goes up in smoke, I'd rather have some money than no money. I look at it like, that's a thing to consider as well. Before we go to you, Ty, real quick, want to give a shout out to DJ N. Thank you for the $2 bomb. Said collectors ends at least offers chance for recovery. Collectors ends. We gotta check that out. Let's pull that up. Let's definitely look at let's definitely look into that. Definitely appreciate that. Also, Trevor, what did he say? So I've been looking into a couple of insurance companies. Definitely, bro. If you hear anything, fear anything, please let me know.
And they may have to go. I mean, sorry. They may have to go through it like piece by piece. Like it looked like they would come in and they're like, wait, this is a Vader and Tarkin 2-pack. Oh, it's $1,000 or $1,100. And it's like, but this one's $400, and so I mean, it may be hard
back and forth.
Yeah. Said one quote had about said 100 grand was around 500 to 600 a year. Yeah, like getting one like that, I think that's the best way to go. Still, just to get a lump sum of your collection, finding out what everything is worth, and just paying for that coverage right there, because then that's a cash amount. Then you get that cash, and then you can just, you know what I'm saying? That works out. I think that will work out better.
Let me ask a question for all the DTOF owners out there. Do you have locks on your DTOFs?
I don't. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't.
No. I have a room that's locked, so I just locked this out.
Actually, because it got to the point with my collection where that if I had some guests here and if they found out the value of these things, one of them could be missing, and I wouldn't notice it until I'm probably like, but when it's too late, it's already gone.
Yep.
So, go to Amazon, invest in, they make DTOF locks. And that's your first stage of making sure your collection is protected that way. Because I've seen a horrible video of somebody breaking it, but it wasn't Hot Toys. Someone broke into this kid's house. And I'm going to say kid was a young man. And he collected Legos. And they just destroyed. They didn't steal the Legos. They just destroyed them in his house. It was like one of the most heartbreaking things to see. And it was people in the community that, some of the Lego sets are not replaceable. It was some people that, donated sets that they have for him to make him whole, but to actually see him come to his house and someone broke into it and destroyed all the Legos of the things that he put together, to see it. And it just, man, it was bad. I mean, it was bad. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play around. Let me go ahead, at least have some sort of a deterrent. It's not much, but at least it's something.
Right. Yep.
And I don't have people in my house like that anyway, but it's another layer. It's another layer and it's a peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Single songwriter, tiny cameras everywhere. Yep. Basically. That's
what I do
as well. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if you can have layers of security, I mean, that's, that can really be helpful too. Make it difficult, make it hard. And I mean, really, if somebody's going into it, those DTOFs locking them is a really good point. If they're coming in specifically to get these figures, if they smash glass to get in there, I mean, go ahead and try to take shards of glass out of those things. They're almost like they're ruined.
Right.
Go ahead and try and pick a DTOF off and have all those figures and pieces, and glass shelving moving all. It's hard. Right. So you make it difficult.
Yeah, I would like,
unless they're just going to come in and vandalize,
Right. Like I would like to see somebody break in and try to pick up that damn Jazz Inc. Falcon cockpit.
Only if they can fly out of there.
Like seriously, it gives me just enough time to go strap up and handle business.
You're going to go into
There you go.
I was like, I really want to see that. But Ty, what's your thoughts on collector's insurance or how to protect your collection?
So this is actually a really great topic because like when I got started collecting, I never thought I'd go past one detolf. Like I figured I'd get a couple figures and that's it. And now I'm up to like 7 detolf. So
Wow.
now listening to you guys and the community, like I never gave a thought to, oh, I need to insure these things. But now like this is, you know, these are things of value and you really do have to think about it. And I'm glad you brought it up. And I definitely want to look into the Allstate thing that you were talking about. Because like right now, it's pretty secure in the apartment complex I live in. You know, like you got to get through quite a few steel doors if you were to get to me. I mean, I don't let a lot of people in here, you know, and because like a couple guys came in to do some maintenance and they're like, hey, man, you got some figures. I'm like, yeah, keep walking, keep walking. Yeah, yeah, they're nice. Do your job, do your job. Go ahead now. But like I don't have a lot of experience in it, but I definitely want to look into it because I plan on moving out of here and into a house. So I definitely want to have something going for me because even if you can't, like you said, replace the figures, like if it's out of reach, it's better to have some money for what you had, you know. So I mean, you may not be able to replace everything you had, but you can do something. So exactly. You know, something is always better than nothing at all. So I think that's what I'm going to look into a little more seriously. I like the Allstate idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real
I mean, it'd be a real bummer to have to start all over if something
absolutely
happened.
Yeah, that would be no more Mr. Grill. Good morning, Grills. I would cry. I ain't gonna
lie. like Second Brother was saying, I'm gonna also look into locks for the detolfs because any kind of deterrent is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, because it's like I was saying, you know, it's just like your collection grows to the point where, you know, if something's missing, you'll notice it's missing, but in the heat of the moment, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like my son is 12. There's gonna be times he's gonna have friends over here, and that's one of the biggest things that made me like not worried about theft. It's just like kids come over, they see, why could? So, oh no, this is not a toy. This is a museum. And even my son would say that. Yep. It was like, oh, this is a museum, but this is not to be touched. This is whatever. But again, still, who's to say you got one of those impulsive kids? And what was it? All of us seen the Sideshow commercial where the guy came home for work.
Yeah.
And so it's collection inside the sandbox.
Yep.
So,
my goodness.
I.e., my brother, those days are coming for you.
Nope. I'm taking her to museums and everything right now so she can learn. These are like, so I can tell her, you remember you went to the museum, baby? And she's like, yeah, remember you couldn't touch anything? This, you can't touch anything. Yep.
I raised my son and showed him basically Cameron from Ferris Bueller. And I said to him, do you want to look like him? Mess up any of this stuff or mess up my car. You're gonna be like Cameron and Ferris Bueller, catatonic. That's what we're gonna go down.
Yep. But Trevor brings up a good point, and I feel you, Trevor. I'm in the same boat. So don't worry much about theft, but I worry about fire and water. Yes, I worry about fire and water. Absolutely, definitely. In the chat, guys, I'm putting it here right now. This is the link to Kiko's video on insurance. He gives some real good tips. Please check that out. That's our guy Kiko. Shout out to Kiko. Definitely. Maz, just want to say, what do you have any
I'm here, man. I'm here.
What are your thoughts on protecting your collection?
My collectibles currently are under the rider with our house insurance. So, you know, we have USAA and
there you go.
You know, I'm pretty confident in that because I have more than just Hot Toys and other figures. I got a room full of comic books. I got, collectible Stephen King books worth, good amount of money as well. Vinyl. I collect a lot of different things. And signing up for one of those services to do your collectibles, it's all, I feel, kind of a scam. I'd rather just have like a certain amount capped saying, okay, I'll get this much back if it gets lost, because I don't want to sit there and have to, play with the guy and go, oh, it was worth this much. I want that much money. I just want, boom,
Cut
I'm
me
covered.
a check.
I'm good.
Cut me a check.
Um,
There you go.
And I expect I won't be able to get everything I used to have. You know, I'm willing to live with that. But if you're renting, I would look into it, at the bare minimum renter's insurance, if not the collectible insurance. But if you're a homeowner, I mean, all you can do is really protect against it. And I wouldn't personally go in on the collectible insurance unless you live in a high risk area like a flood zone or like over in California where they have the fires all the time, or that kind of thing. But or just a bad neighborhood. But unless you're in those categories, I wouldn't go into the collectible insurance racket, because I mean, you got to think about how much you got to pay out versus how often you may need to use that service as well. I mean, that's got to be in your mindset, because this is how they get your money. This is how they make money.
Yeah.
How often you get paid out versus how much you're paying.
Yep.
That's how they continue to be a business. So if you're sitting there just paying and paying and paying, and yeah, you may have one time we have to redeem it, but would that have been able to been serviced under a cheaper insurance plan, like the rider with your home insurance or something? I mean, you have to ask those questions before you get into, all this hypothetical, because they want you to do a lot. If you have a collector's insurance, you have to document everything that you have.
Yep.
You have to give it a value itself. You have to do all this. You have to take pictures. You got to try to provide receipts if possible.
Yes.
All that kind of stuff. It's not just like, hey, I got, this and I want to get this for it if it gets stolen or whatever. No, you got to spend a lot of time. And when you're talking about I don't want to, get into too much detail, but when you're talking about a good handful of comic books and stuff, that's a lot to document. That's just a whole lot. And to be honest with you, a lot of it's just runs of stuff. It's not like big keys. I mean, I have one box of keys that I can just quickly run out the house with.
Yeah.
So, except for the stuff on the wall, I need to figure out how to get that down real quick. Yeah. Actually, we'd probably just go for those. But yeah, I mean, it's nice in theory, but the system is rigged against you. It's like the house, when you go to Vegas or something, it's rigged for them. It's not for you. And like my wife was pointing out the other day when she was talking about some problems and stuff, and I was like, go to HR, and she's like, HR is for the company's protection, not mine.
Yeah.
It just flags me and makes me a problem to everybody else if I go to HR. So I'm like, I mean, you got to think about this, man. This system is whack. I mean, we live in a day and age where they don't take care of their customers anymore. You go to a store and you can barely get help. They're like, oh, you can just order it online. If I wanted to order online, I'd be on Amazon right now. I wouldn't be in your store. I wanted it now.
Yep. I mean, the best thing, all great points. I think the best thing we can do is just, be smart, do the best you can to protect it. I think we all gave good points here. I think the best thing is to get an amount, pay on that amount annually, and then so if anything the unthinkable does happen, get that check cut, and then you go buy what you want instead of.
But also educate yourself on how the insurance system works.
There you go.
And how to deal with adjusters. Because
there you go.
I have had my time to deal with adjusters, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not pretty at all. It's not pretty at all.
And Jumpman's asking for a link for the DTOF locks, if somebody can provide that.
I'm trying to look it up for Amazon. Just look up Amazon and just do a search on DTOF.
Although
locks.
Trevor made a good point, like how easy it is to break a DTOF. I mean, like for example, my Jeep. I don't lock my Jeep. You know why? Because you can just go back there, or either cut off the top, or you can just unzip the window. Either way.
Well, I mean, the thing is
too much harder to get in my Jeep.
Well, the thing is with that is you want to have something there. So where even if it gives them a little time, because I mean, you can break into anything, really. You know what I'm saying? You can break, but even though it's like putting a wheel lock on your locks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, putting a wheel lock on your wheels. It's the same principle. You want to give it some time. So if something does happen, that can give you an opportunity to make a call, or if you answer the call.
I do actually lock my door because my starter system will not go off. It won't let you turn it over unless you use the key to unlock the door. It just won't turn over.
Tully, you said it better than I did. Deterrence work, folks. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Well put. I couldn't have said it better myself. So that was a real kind of tough talk there, but you have to, but let's make it, it's the season, it's Halloween, it's right around the corner. So I want to bring this last one up, our last topic for the night. What's your 3 favorite scary movies?
Oh,
Aries, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah, well, my 3 favorite. Well, definitely Revenge of the Sith is very, very scary.
Yes.
So I'm actually gonna put that up in there, baby. Are you kidding me? Ian McDermott as the Emperor. Yep. We always have this running joke, at least, and I finally brought Will Foxification into it. Who would win? Emperor Palpatine versus Pennywise. And Palpatine, even though Will disagrees, Palpatine's just gonna, use the Force and do his little hideous laugh and crush him, and oh my goodness. But yeah, actually, it's funny when you say that, because I'm actually gonna go. That's a hard movie. I remember when my kids were younger, and we were watching Revenge of the Sith, and especially my littlest one. When Anakin was getting burned, it was kind of like, hey, you kind of had to cover their eyes at that one point, just so they're not getting all freaked out. That one, and I think even back in the day, wasn't that like they gave it like a pretty big rate. It wasn't rated R, but I think it was PG-13 or whatever the heck they were doing.
Exactly. Yep.
Back then, that was definitely rated that way. But my 3 other favorite scary movies. I'm not big into horror as far as because it freaks me out. But let me see. God, what else would I pick? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go with Jaws and Jaws 1. Because I like that type of horror. So we'll go Revenge of the Sith, we'll go Jaws. And what would be okay? I don't know if it counts as horror, but I am going to go with Jurassic Park.
Ooh, I know. Yeah, I like how he prefaces. I don't know if it counts as horror after he just said Revenge of the Sith. Jurassic Park, I think, counts way more into horror.
I mean, I'm not going to go into Evil Dead 1 or 2 or Halloween. Right. I mean, yes. So I'm going to give you 3.
I like it.
Off ones.
Right. I like those 3. And I agree. Jurassic Park is a scary movie.
Well, really, sure. You have the glass of water. You're talking about like spatchka or coffee, baby. You're sitting there in a Jeep and thump. I mean, I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. Here comes this freaking T-Rex. I was very scary back in the day. I still love it. In the theater, and you're having that whole freaking whatever that Dolby stereo, whatever the heck. It was just, whatever. It's intense. Amazing. Scary stuff.
Yes. That's a great list. Ty, what is your 3 favorite scary movies?
So I had to do a lot of thinking about this because it's been a while since a movie kind of scared me and everything, but I would say Poltergeist.
Yeah.
The original, not the remake, right?
Correct. The original.
Remake was garbage.
I've never even seen it. So
it was so bad. Don't
really see it. Good. I will never see it. Then I would say Friday the 13th.
Yep.
And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, ready.
Wow, I love how you skirt around. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street would have never existed if you didn't have Halloween, because they were both modeled after how do we make this money that Halloween just did, specifically Friday the 13th.
Well, see, this is the thing though, Maz, and I'm kind of.
You have your opinion. I'm just thinking it's funny.
No, I have a confession to make. I have never seen any of the Halloween movies.
Don't speak that heresy, sir.
Look, I thought this was a safe place, It's not.
No, it is. Oh, look, you made Jay go away.
Didn't the
You
last
killed his
one just
camera.
have what's her name back in it? I mean,
Oh my goodness, BC just left. He just dipped.
You just killed his camera, man.
I'm gone. Those
Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out.
So
I want to watch him. I just never. I don't know why. I just never did. Like I was always more action guy, like into the pew pew with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you do go to watch
man,
it,
you my guy. Oh my God, you're my guy. One is he got one Fright Night. Damn it,
Fright Night, dude. I got that on Steelbook the other day, man. That was.
I saw that, dude. I saw that. I was like, I gotta get that, dude. BTR, man, you a G.
Someone said Naked Gun.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Songwriter, that had me dying.
Well-
I almost bust out.
Well, you did have
There it is.
what's his
Yeah.
name in it?
yeah.
The Heisman guy.
Okay.
Jesus.
No.
OJ Simpson was in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. OJ was in it.
That was
Get the hell out of all of it.
That's why he put it on.
I'm not even saying nothing.
Oh, I'm not going there.
Not
Oh
touching
man, Demon Knight. Oh my God, y'all said Demon Knight, dude.
Demon Knight
y'all
was
pulling,
good, dude.
y'all
Billy
pulling out
Zane,
my favorites. Creep Show. Oh my God, you're pulling all my favorites.
I like Creep Show 2 a lot because The Raft was always one of my favorite stories. In
I
Stephen
like
King.
that. I went to dude. Now, yes, there we
Although
go.
I keep getting mad at that kid the whole time. I'm like, why are you stopping on the beach, man? Get to the car.
right,
Sit there and yell about it as you drive away. Don't play.
Boz, I'll be with you. What is your three?
Man, I really can't honestly pick 3, but I'm gonna throw out actually before I start. Eamon, do you happen to know what my favorite is? Because you said you did.
Oh,
I want to call him out on that before I go.
no, he could call me out on that. I would say for you, would be Audition.
I'm sorry, what?
Audition.
No.
Nope. Okay.
No.
Well, I'm wrong.
My top favorite scary movie, and I wouldn't even say none of these really scare me, with the exception of The Exorcist, because I saw that as a kid and it scared the crap out of me. I loved it, but it scared the crap out of me. Session 9 is probably one of my favorite
Yes.
movies out there.
Very
Yeah.
good.
That is just
Very
so
good.
creepy, and the location is just
yeah.
it just adds to it. I mean that
Yeah.
scene where that kid's afraid of the dark, man, and he's running down the hallway as the generators. Oh man, and then just the guy listening to the tapes the whole time, man. It's just creepy, man. Like especially when Simon pops in there. Where do you live? Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Another one, and these aren't necessarily my favorites, but I picked some stuff that have stood out either recently or over time. Here's a recent one I actually enjoyed. It's on HBO right now, if you have HBO, called Barbarian. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's a 2022 movie. It just came out, and it was pretty interesting. It was pretty creepy, man. Pretty creepy. And then don't make me choose. I mean, John Carpenter. Just John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Anything.
I can't choose between
Pick
Halloween
anyone.
and The Thing
Pick
and
anyone.
They Live
Yep.
and
Yep.
just don't make me choose. Just John Carpenter. But I love
Escape
a
from
lot
New
of the
York.
other suggestions too. I can't really even say these are my top 3. These just
Luminar is with me.
I never
Luminar.
seen any of the
Look at that.
Halloween movies either, but I did.
There you
love
go. Thank
the
you.
Prom
Thank
Night
you.
movie. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta see. I gotta see it.
I do like the supernatural horrors like The Conjuring and stuff as well, but I didn't like Annabelle and stuff. That got kind of dumb. But Conjuring 1 and 2, I was pretty happy.
Yeah,
with.
Annabelle. I think they went too far with that.
Once they started Annabelle and after Conjuring
Yeah.
2, I was like, yeah, I'm checked out. I'm done.
I agree.
Um,
Second brother, what is your we come on. We I think we have a lot
Well,
of the same ones.
everybody, this is not a scary movie, but me and Jay was in my house. We was in my living room, and everyone thinks and I think so too, that I do have some entity in my house. Is that not harmful? But it was just like, hey, certain things happen in my house. It got to a point I was like, you know
It
what?
can't be explained.
It can't
Did
be
you have a
explained.
strange sponge migration? Is it-
And I just like, we both got to live here. So, but we was actually watching a movie called The Last Exorcism.
Oh,
We watched it, and it was a part of the Blu-ray. It was like, okay, you get to watch exorcisms, but it was a disclaimer. You had to be careful because there was actual names of demons that would be brought out. And and all this other stuff.
It was
So
like
after
a special feature or something like
special feature, some crap on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So we sitting there looking at it, and all of a sudden the movie goes on. We're like, holy shit. Because it was kind of, you know, for some of us old school folks, like, okay, it shook me up a little bit. But man, that damn Blu-ray started to play, and it was starting to play that other part of it with the exorcism. We looked at each other and said, oh shit, no, hell no, it ain't happening tonight.
Oh no, you didn't.
So we just go jump up. No, he looked at me, I jumped up and tried to hit eject. The damn eject wouldn't work on the Blu-ray player. Brand new Blu-ray player wouldn't eject. I'm pressing the button. Jay looking at me. I'm sitting up there like, this damn thing get ready to play. I pulled out the whole power strip from my whole. Then after I did that, after Jay went home, I took the Blu-ray player, took it outside, dumped it upside down for the disc to come out because I wasn't plugging it back in. Put the Blu-ray back inside the case, and that's where it's set. And there's in a box sitting in storage.
Speaking of exorcism movies, man, another one that this is one that actually kind of freaked me out. It's more recent, not too recent, but maybe like 20 years ago now. But The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that was a freaky one. And then Single Songwriter mentions The Fourth Kind, which the first time you watch that messes with you, man.
Yeah,
they do that really well.
Now, getting to actual films that have scared me, Jaws 2.
Was it the special
My
effects?
mother took me to see that shit. Love you to death, Mom. May you rest. That shit traumatized me so bad. I was cool. You know, went to the movie theater, and we went and had another friend. I had a little friend with me, and she had to take me by the theater because it scared him so bad. He was just crying. It was hysterical. So left me inside the movie theater to finish watching the movie, which I did. My little skinny ass didn't take a bath in my bathtub for a month. And dude, until this day, I have a shark phobia. I have a serious shark phobia.
Yeah, they're powerful.
When you watch Jaws, the shark attacks are not realistic at all. Like, especially the first one where the beginning of the movie, spoilers, you know, grabs that girl and it's just going back and forth and dragging her. Like, that's not how a shark attacks at all. It would have just came
I don't give a damn. I just actually Hawaii, and I just took a leap of faith, and I was like, you know what? This is the first time I've been in ocean water since I came out the military. And that wasn't by choice. And then when I stick my ass in Hawaii, then I stick my ass in that water. And when I usually go in the ocean water, I'm not going no deeper than a knee in. I'm not going no deeper than that. I was like, all right, I'm going to take it out a little further because everybody's around and everything. The water's real clear. Next you know, I turn around and look, a goddamn sea turtle swim past me. I'm like, okay.
Man, what are you afraid of, man? The water's fine.
Okay. So that's the shark phobia. That's the first movie. That's the first one. The second one was the television series of Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. Yeah.
The first Salem's Lot.
The first one. Yeah.
Not the return, because that was some
no, hell
I
no.
watched that the other day.
No.
That was so bad.
Because I could play a prank on any of y'all that have seen Salem's Lot and go scratch on your windows like, hey, open up the window. Nah. Nope. You try that.
No, I mean, the fact that he was floating on the second story, I mean, I was impelled to open the window, sure.
How about Seven? Any of you remember that? That was
Seven?
Yeah.
Seven, man. Seven was beyond its time. Seven was beyond
and to answer Luminara with Hellraiser films, after like the fourth one, they stopped even trying to follow any actual Hellraiser type. They just threw Pinhead in the movie and was like making their own stuff. So
I think outside of the the first Hellraiser and the second one, Inferno was good.
Inferno was good.
Of the Hellraiser.
I don't think I even saw Inferno because once you get past Bloodline, I stopped watching.
Yeah, Bloodline was, but Inferno was decent.
Now
I did watch the new one though.
American Werewolf in London. Wow,
that's a great.
Yeah, that was a good one. American Werewolf in
London. That's a great one. That was one of my list.
My third would be another TV series, and that would be Night Gallery. Rod Sterling's Night Gallery.
Night Gallery.
I don't know if I saw that one.
You've never seen Night Gallery?
No, that's a whole series that Rod Sterling did, like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It definitely
you can watch Twilight Zone and stuff.
Like, whoo.
Night Gallery. Oh.
But I'm a horror. I'm a horror junkie. So I like
Howling.
watching.
Yes.
I got the Howling Steelbook, man. I love that stuff, man. I got a good amount of horror steelbooks.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Dead Snow is another one. 1 and 2. Those are great, man.
Good.
Or 2, I think, is more of a comedy though.
The Howling is so funny because I woke up one day laughing, and my wife was like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" And I was like, "Only in the '80s would you get a movie where the movie goes off with a hamburger on the grill." Only in the movies, only in the '80s.
Yeah, you remember what she said. You remember how it got started.
I like mine rare.
I like mine rare. But then all of us youngers got exposed. I guess had a little sex education when the 2 werewolves started making out.
That was weird.
Under the moon. That was just weird. But
and then the second Howling is not anything like the first one. It's just
now you got to
like
hold on. Pedro Lopez, dude. Michael Jackson.
Yes.
We watched that in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
They showed that to us in elementary school.
Scared the hell out of me as a kid. It really did. That was
The Last Jedi scared me.
That's funny.
The Last Jedi.
I'm gonna give my 3 real quick. All right,
I just had to say it.
So number 1, and this is a new one, and this movie is just creepy. It was on last night. Me and my mom was watching it, and I was like, turn it off. I can't even deal with it. It just does something psychologically. It just messes me up, and that's The Witch. I don't know if you guys ever seen that.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the one with the 2 V's making the W, right? That one. All right. I'll check it out. It's on my on-demand stuff.
It's creepy.
No,
it's
and that really messes with you when you have kids.
Yeah.
My kid's out of the house. So
you have kids that mess with you.
Yeah, it messes me up. That one. Another one that messes with me. Especially being a father and being a parent now. And I used to make fun of him when I was a kid, but now I don't anymore. And that is Pumpkinhead. And it's not about the monster itself. It's just the fact that he lost his son, and then what he went through. It just really like, as a parent, you would understand where he was coming from with that. But that's another.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Pet Sematary.
Oh, which one?
Damn.
The original, right?
The original.
The remake was a real.
Oh, the remake garbage.
Dude, you know I can't do that.
Yeah. I can't even.
I saw a remake in the theater. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that was garbage. Yeah, but yeah, those right there, like, and honorable mentions. Yeah, I'll say American Werewolf in London, and my favorite movie, my guilty pleasure Halloween. I put it on every Halloween. Would be Fright Night.
Yeah,
Second Brother knows. I quote lines from Fright Night every day practically. Even met Chris Sarandon himself and was saying the lines. He was just looking at me like, okay.
I got a quick question. I got a quick question for everybody. Have you ever seen the film or had? Because y'all got me in this horror thing, and that's my shit right there. But have you guys ever seen a film or seen something that was so traumatic to you mentally blocked it out?
No.
I had one that freaked me out, and I think I figured out what show it was. When I was a kid,
The Last Jedi.
No, that's mine. That's mine.
No, I think it was Bela Lugosi playing Dracula. What is the one where he had like the big ears and he's like slowly going up the stairs? I almost thought it was like a black and white.
Nosferatu is that one?
Nosferatu.
That's not Bela Lugosi though.
That's not Bela Lugosi.
No.
That's what's the name? That's
But it was like from the 60s, right?
Klaus Kinski.
Yeah. I freaked, and it used to be on, like, I think they would play it like a Chiller Theater. Remember that in the late 70s? It would freak me out, and I would, like, I don't know, for a year or a couple of years, I couldn't get, like, him coming up the stairs like he's coming to get you. So that one was a little bit traumatizing for me. I never forget that. I mean, now I would laugh at it. But.
I know everyone talking about The Exorcist. They put The Exorcist on that benchmark, but for me, The Exorcist, I can only tell you the beginning and when he jumped out the window. Anything between that, I can't tell you. And I've actually seen it like 4 times. They re-released it in the theater. I forced myself to go there to watch it again, and I came out of it like. So, like, my mind's like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to process this. I'm not going to.
Wow.
I agree with you, man. The Exorcist, like I said, I watched it pretty young, but you know, out of that franchise, that particular franchise, Exorcist 3 was the better movie, I thought.
Really?
Exorcist 3 was really, it was more of a detective type thing, and had George C. Scott in it, which was awesome to have him playing
Chucky in it
playing
too.
the detective. And it, you know, of course, Damien reprised his role, but yeah, it was that movie really messes with you. Just the cinematography of the movie is just crazy.
Yes.
And then I just got done watching The Watcher on Netflix. I was so disappointed with that. I mean, so just so you guys know, I mean, there apparently people like it, but I don't want to spoil it too much. But you know, there's like just the breakdown in the family just bugged the crap out of me. I was like, are you kidding me? You're just gonna break down like this and not be like, maybe something's wrong.
Come on, Jay, we gotta have an honorable mention. Tutti fucking Fruity.
Dude.
Tutti fucking Fruity.
Tutti fucking Fruity. Devil's Rejects. Absolutely. Devil, you gotta put the Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, and House of 1,000 Corpses. That whole trilogy. Definitely.
You know what freaked me out too? Did you guys ever watch? I think there's like 4 or 5, like Puppet Master, like with these actual.
Yep.
Okay, that freaked me out when I was younger.
I collect them.
Single songwriter, man. There you go.
Single songwriter some bombs out there.
Amityville Horror.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely
the original
house. When the walls started bleeding and stuff like that. I'm going, yeah. Wow, yeah.
The original house was scary too, man, I thought. But the second one was just fun.
Absolutely. We can go on like
Christine.
Christine, yeah, man. I love that book too. Actually, I got my copy of that book is signed by Stephen King.
Oh, that's dope.
Nice.
That is dope.
But I didn't treat it well. I got to find a new dust jacket for it because I got it when I was in high school. No, 86. I wasn't even in high school yet. I was still in elementary school.
I was thinking about another one, Chud. Anybody remember Chud?
Oh, yeah. Chud. Cujo. Remember? Did you ever
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, single songwriter. There you go. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Forget Valley of the Dolls. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. The only movie I think that Roger Ebert actually directed. I think he might have too.
I like Dr. Sleep.
He's a great critic.
Yeah. You got The Hills Have Eyes.
Carrie. I like the remake of Carrie. That wasn't bad. The
was
one
good.
With Chloe Grace.
Yeah, I liked it. That's a good one. I think they did that one very well.
I know it's not a movie, but I used to really love these, and I think it used to be on HBO. Remember Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Rubber dub dub. Guess who's getting in the tub? You always would have a rhyme with it.
Like I said, man, D'Artagnan. I said John Carpenter because I mean, I couldn't pick one.
Didn't he do Escape from New York, John Carpenter?
Yeah. Yes. And Escape from LA, I think too.
You know,
but that wasn't really scary. I thought it was like just a great.
I think that one of the ones that John Carpenter, one of his best is The Prince of Darkness.
That was a yeah.
That's where he really like utilized Donald Pleasance the most, man. That was awesome.
Oh, D.T. Artman says The Fog. Yes.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some Linda Hamilton love there, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah, man.
Some good ones. But guys,
no one said Night of the Living Dead.
Dude, which one though? Do you go with Romero or do you go with the Tom Savini? Because both of them are really good.
The first one.
Yeah. And then Maximum Overdrive, man.
Well, Tom Savini's
out directorial debut there.
The little thing on the truck. So.
Yep.
Yeah, the Green Goblin on the Toys truck.
Who made who? AC/DC.
Yeah, they did the whole soundtrack, and Stephen King directed it. So
yes,
that was pretty crazy, man. But yeah, this is a good little. The Mist. Yeah. Frank Darabont's The Mist. That was an interesting twist because if you read the book, it doesn't end the same way it does in the show. They just leave it kind of open ended in the book. In the show, they definitely close the ending.
Very cool.
So,
very cool. Damn, that's a we can go all night with this one right here.
Return of the Living Dead,
Project.
too, man. Return of the Living Dead, man.
That you know, I was talking to somebody about that.
We was talking about it.
Yeah, I love it because it's like it's no gore. It's all about suspense and it's your imagination. You know what I'm saying? It just psychologically just messes with you. Like, oh man, that's a good one right
now. And I've never seen it, but what about 28 Days Later?
It's okay. It landed better when it first came out for me, but when I go to rewatch it, I'm like, there's so many things that just kind of bother me about this.
Yes.
Evil Dead, the remake of Evil Dead was actually pretty good too. That remake they did in 2013 or whatever.
They remade it.
Actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was actually pretty scary.
It was
the first one, not the comedy.
It was legit scary. No, Maz was right. Yeah, it was legit scary.
The only thing I remember about Evil Dead when I was younger, I don't know if it was Evil Dead 2, but part that stuck with me is someone's head was cut off and then flying around, and then it like bit his hand, his girl's hand. She had to put it in a vice to kind of like.
He got it in my hand and it went bad.
Still got it in my head. I'm like, okay, this is too much for me.
Here's one that nobody's mentioned though is that I had to watch this recently. Another one that nobody's mentioned that I had to watch recently was Monster Squad.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Awesome movie. I love that movie.
How about Night?
That was my
Night
favorite rendition of Frankenstein's monster. I think, to be honest with you. I like that actor who played it.
Zombies move fast. Yup.
Yeah.
I don't like zombies moving fast.
What's the name? Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
That's a good one.
I don't like fast moving zombies. That's my problem with that.
Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. When they try to get that RV through them crowd of zombies.
Yeah.
I Am Legend I can't watch because I hate the dog dying. Spoilers.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the dog, man. It's not that the movie's really that bad. It's just the dog. I'm like, don't kill the dog.
That hyper zombie show? So watch Walking Dead, and then there was this one on Netflix that is like on hyperdrive, and these zombies really run fast. It's a show. It's oh gosh,
Black Summer.
Yeah, no, man's got no arms.
It's
you have Z Nation. That's
Z Nation. That's the one.
Looks
like they're on. Yeah, I think I watched the first few of them, and I was like, okay, wow, this is like
they have an actual following. Z Nation is really good. You follow it all the way through. Especially when they introduced a zombie baby that was attacking everybody.
Yeah, that's what got. I was like, oh my god, they got a zombie baby. It's like the third or fourth episode.
I was knocking the fast moving zombies, but D'Artagnan mentioned World War Z, and I actually didn't hate the fast zombies in that, but I can't watch that movie because the dog. I mean, they don't really say it gets killed, but it's on the plane, and everything gets sucked out of the plane, and that dog wasn't big enough to probably hold his ground. Versus that, the poor dog's dead, and I'm now sad. Poor little dog, man. He was just trying to tell everybody there's zombies. The poor dog gets sucked out.
30 Days of Night.
You know what's oh yeah. You know what's pretty
John
scary?
Carpenter's Vampires.
Oh,
John Carpenter.
How about Pitch Black?
That was good, man. That was good. That was my favorite of the franchise.
Yep.
And then the last one gets the points just for Katie Sackhoff though. And then if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Hell yes. I got one.
I got one. Alien count?
Oh
yeah.
Of
course.
Yeah. Yes.
As with Predator. That's an action horror thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're going
you're getting a heart pounding.
I got one for everybody, and this is a new one. House on the Bayou. Check that
I haven't
out.
seen that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to look at that. You keep talking about that.
Creepy. Really creepy, suspenseful. You never know what's going. You be like, "What the hell is going on?" But it's.
I was gonna check that out too. Is it like a suspense?
Yeah.
Type?
Yep.
Jay, have you seen the last Riddick movie? The one called Riddick?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember as we're talking.
I just know you got a Katie Sackhoff thing. So
of course I've seen that one.
Wait, they had Pitch Black, then they had the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
And then the third one is Katie Sackhoff and Riddick, and I'm not remembering it. I don't know why.
Right. She was in that.
The Chronicles
she played
of Riddick, and then they're supposed to made another one when he took over is king.
No, they did that at Riddick. They basically were,
No.
and then of course they betray him and leave him on the planet that he's on. Spoilers. But Chronicles, I could just leave. I'm just like, go away.
He's by you. Yeah.
That whole underverse thing. I was like, come on, if you couldn't come up with a better name for that.
Yeah. You could just go on and
Underoos, what?
I look at
Hills Have Eyes, baby. Yes.
Warlock, man. Julian Sands, old movie, man. That's a good one,
I'm
man.
looking for that. I want to watch that. Yes.
I had the VHS of it, if that helps you.
What's
I
that?
haven't seen it in Warlock. I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, wow. Julian Sands?
Yes.
That joint?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up well, though. The special effects are really bad.
Of course. Yeah.
It's like watching Doctor Who now. The Omen, 1979's The Omen is great, man. The one scene that really is just, man, the nanny, the first nanny. I mean, that scene, man.
Dude.
And then the original Blob. I like the original Blob.
The new one. You got the old school. You got the Devil's Reign.
Yeah, Get Out was great.
Ernest Borgnine and Tom Skerritt. About cults, man. And let me tell you, if anybody's a horror buff, get Shudder for $5.99. Man.
I had it. I had to cancel it though. I had to cut it back. I just wasn't watching it enough, you know.
Anything that
there's a lot of garbage in there too. There's like a lot of just.
Did anybody see that? Did anybody see Smile?
No.
And no one mentioned
I heard mixed
Saw.
things about it.
Somebody did. I think
somebody did mention Saw.
I think the songwriter said Saw.
I forgot what it was called, but yeah, Saw.
Saw was called Saw.
No, I forgot the name. I couldn't name it. I was like, "What is that movie?"
Oh man, that last story with the roaches.
Yeah, this still creeps me out to this day. Creep Show, the last story with the roaches. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then somebody said change format. The original and the 2003 are both excellent. The original and 2003 are both excellent.
I left roaches behind when I left Newark. I'm not dealing with it ever. Nope.
Hey,
nope.
Look. I tell
Candyman was okay. I think Virginia Madison kind of takes that.
My man said you left roaches behind.
In Newark, man. When I grew up in Newark with roaches, I'm done. I'm not watching I ain't paying to watch no movie with roaches.
Event Horizon is freaking awesome too, but the soundtrack is so jarring. Like, you know, the movie ends and it goes into Prodigy, and you're like, what?
Event Horizon, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Silver Bullet, hell yeah, Stephen King.
Hell
stuff,
yeah.
Bro.
Where the
wolf Corey Haim love right there.
Where the wolf beats up.
Christopher Walken's a prophecy.
I was just making fun of that. That a wolf actually, he was a wolf, but he was like the size of a bear, and he was beating people up with bats.
Right.
Like,
killer.
Dude, have you guys seen Christopher Walken's A Prophecy? It also has Viggo Mortensen plays Satan in that. That's great. His rendition of Satan
is good. Yeah. I saw it on Sci-Fi
really good
a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna throw one in here that had freaking Sam Jackson in it.
Ooh.
And it's Deep Blue Sea.
Yes.
First one.
Yes.
You went away.
When he got eaten up, and you were like, I mean, yeah. I was like,
that was my first Aries. That was my first DVD that I ever bought.
I'm in the movie theater
DVD
with my wife,
Matrix.
and she ripped that freaking arm hair right out of my arm. She got freaked out. So I was like, oh,
yeah, Jay, I bought the Matrix and the DVD player the same day. In fact, my DVD player was one that supported DivX technology as well.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yep.
I was like, when the Matrix came out, I was like, I got to get a DVD player now. No more VHS. Got to move it.
Yep.
Wow. Someone mentioned Bloodsport, Rosemary's Baby. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Rosemary's Baby. Yeah. The Devil's Advocate was actually pretty good.
Good one.
Devil's Advocate.
Shout out to my guy George Gore, who was in that too.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, Steve McQueen, the '50s blob, Justin McFly. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That freaked me out when I watched that the first time. Like when it was going to the movie theater. And again, the dog, when it was threatening the dog, and that was it the pharmacy. It's been so long since I've seen it, but you know, the dog sitting there barking at it, and like, no, not the dog. I'm always worried about the
Jay,
dogs.
we're not talking about movies, but what about that the Halloween tape you always listen to?
Oh, that's classic. What was the name of that tape? I can't remember.
No, it was called Halloween Horrors, but you could pull it up on you can pull it up on YouTube.
Why are you selecting your own stuff?
And Peter Cullen had a discussion about that. We was talking about Optimus Prime. That's what we used to talk about doing the voice of Optimus Prime.
Wait a minute.
That. But I'm trying to tell you,
Optimus Prime. Stop. That was Optimus Prime?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. What? And when I met him, we had a discussion. I was like, it was a tape we used to turn around and listen to. That he was telling the story about people, this guy inherited a house. And he looked at me, he was like, whoa, that was 1978. And I remember that.
Wow.
I remember doing that. We forget the Transformers. We had a long conversation just about that itself.
Dude, I forgot you met him. Death Proof. Yes, Death Proof. Yep.
Jay.
Since Cloverfield Lane, I like that one a lot too. That was again more psychological. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yes. Jay, I know what you did last summer.
There you go.
Timothy Oliphant and the Crazies.
There you go.
The Crazies. That was put together by Showtime. Actually, that was their remake of the.
That was good.
George Romero. We're making the George Romero.
Yep.
Maniac 1981.
Yeah, we went over Hellraiser earlier. Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf. Is that the right movie? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh no, they must be talking about the original Disturbia for
I remember the Shia LaBeouf.
The Shia LaBeouf was okay. That one was. They did good with that.
12-inch moose stream.
Descent.
Hostel says 12-inch moose stream. That was a little crazy.
I say Descent.
Yes.
Did anybody say High Tension?
No.
Yeah. That's another one.
That's another one.
That's crazy.
Man. So many scary movies. Now I'm going to have to go watch them all before I go to bed tonight.
Quarantine. There you go. Yep.
I still need to see Parasite. I hear that's pretty good too.
Yeah. So is single songwriter talking about Quarantine the American version or Quarantine the Italian version? Because the Italian version is man, that joint comes in 3 parts.
Really? I don't think I've seen that.
Man. After I bought all 3 of them, the Italian versions, man.
That's right.
Because man, the thing that's creepy when they try and find out somebody is infected in that building, then all of a sudden people try to leave their apartment building. All of a sudden you just see this plastic wrap just covers the entire building.
This is Tully, yes. John Goodman, yes. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead, yes. 10 Cloville Lane, yes. That movie does not get enough credit. That was damn
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
That movie's just great. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just.
How about The Shining, guys?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. Even though Stephen King hated that movie.
Luby mentioned that.
Yeah, she did. Yep.
Yeah, I should have mentioned it earlier, man. It's a Stanley Kubrick classic right there.
Body cam footage style PC game called Paranormal Tales.
Interview of the Vampire, definitely great.
It looks insane, realistic and creepy as man.
Okay. How about, did we mention Misery yet?
Oh no, we did.
Yeah,
I can never watch the scene, man. Even though the book was an axe and not a sledgehammer, but still, I can never watch the scene.
I should be worried. That's my wife's favorite.
The Fly. Ooh.
Oh,
yes. The Fly.
Yes, The Fly. Yeah.
Gross.
Yes.
Man.
Pedro, funny. Leprechaun.
Showgirls, Randy's favorite scary movie.
There's a movie from 1988 called Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes. Oh yeah, I got that on something.
Wow.
I even have I had until recently a Funko Pop of Slim or something.
How about Ernest Scared Stupid?
I can't say that very well. I love it.
What do you mean, Bert?
Did anybody watch that Midnight Mass on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's really, I think Chapel Wait was a better rendition. They weren't quite the same, but they were close enough that I would say I would watch Chapel Wait, which was I think Epics over Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass I thought was predictable.
Bloodsport mentions Scanners, the OG. That did freak me out when I was a kid. That one.
With Michael Ironside.
No. Yeah, with Michael Ironside.
How about Cemetery Man?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's more of a comedy.
They talking about The Ring? No, the Japanese version called Ringu.
Yeah.
So
That right there.
In the Mouth of Madness. There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Punisher says Stranger in the Attic, which makes me think of, wasn't there one People Under the Stairs?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
Yes. I missed that one. I didn't see that.
Yeah, and Tully also says, everyone remember to hit the like button.
Hit that like button.
Yes.
That like button. Did we get them all? The faculty. Man, we could go for days.
I know. Night of the Creeps. Oh my God. Hell yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Halloween 3, which isn't part of the regular Halloween stuff, but that was still good too.
Yes. Yes.
I still say The Last Jedi.
The
I still
The
say
Last
that.
Jedi.
Tales from the Dark Side, the TV show, always yipped. Let me tell y'all, where me and second brother used to live, there was some woods that we would have to walk to, like going from, I know I used to work at a Jerry Subs and pizza. I would have to walk through those woods when I would work the late shift. I would run.
You know which one I liked though? That was more of an action movie, but I thought it was great, and I don't think anyone's mentioned it. Freddy versus Jason.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
How do we forget
I saw that in
that?
theater, man.
The ultimate team up. Yes.
I got the shirt because I went to the premiere of that. That was cool.
Who won that one, by the way? Well, I'm trying to remember.
Well, Jason's carrying Freddy's head away at the end.
Hey, Jay.
Freddy winks at you. So.
You know, I turned around, we were sitting there looking for a house, and that house was great by in Fredericksburg. And the house was immaculate. But the thing that was not the seller that just like turned us off is when we drove up and you had to go through these woods. And you had to find, because we kept driving past the house, we couldn't find it. And then we just saw a mailbox. And like, okay, there's a mailbox sitting there. So we drove in that road. It reminds us of Tales of the Dark Side. And Mom's like, oh, hell no. If you got to come that coming down.
Yup.
I'm firing Justin Fly with Queen of the Dam, though. Get the hell out of here with that.
Who said Queen of the Dam?
That was entertaining, though. I don't think it was scary.
That movie has a special place in my heart. Me and
it has so much potential.
First of all, I got
they
Jonathan Davis soundtrack. Corn
was the shit.
Yes, to this day, still the shit. Amazing.
And then when he went on tour, when Jonathan Davis went on tour, did a Queen of the Dam soundtrack, and that's all that he did.
That was dope.
But Jacob's Ladder, that freaked me out as when I was younger, man.
That freaked me out too.
Yeah.
Justin mentions the hand that rocks the cradle. I don't think horror, but definitely. Oh, I guess it could. It's scary. Yeah. It was definitely like heart pounding. Yeah, I guess it is scary. I guess it is.
Speaking of hands, Idle Hands.
Yeah. Jessica Alba. Yes.
Hey, you knew that one.
Bloodsport Superior. Yeah.
Oh.
The Stand. I don't know if I really find that scary though. I mean, the first episode.
It's scary. Well, considering we kind of lived through The Stand, but
no shit.
I did watch The Stand when that was happening, when that first started happening. I did sit down and watch The Stand, and I watched was it The Hot Zone or something like that? It was another one of those breakout movies.
There was
like
two when
in the zone.
Two when I was young, and I don't know if they're even B-rated. One was called The Severed Arm, and then the other one was called Pieces. Horror movies. There you go. Very good.
Oh, Michael Caine's The Hand. That freaked me out too.
Bloodsport 1. When I finally get this channel running, Bloodsport 1 is definitely going to be on there because I like how he thinks. Mm-hmm. I like the stuff he's putting out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys ever seen Michael Caine?
Look, Justin McFly, I like that. More pre-orders and wait list. And delays. Put delays in pre-orders. That's our biggest horror.
Yes.
So as I was trying to, you guys haven't seen the Hand starring Michael Caine, 1981?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen
it. No?
Nope.
That was freaky, man. That was freaky. He like loses a hand and his hand goes around killing people and stuff.
The Grudge. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one.
Badabook. I haven't seen Badabook yet.
I seen pieces of it. I didn't. Yeah. I heard it was creepy as hell though.
And I remember seeing The Grudge because it had Sarah Michelle Gellar in it for like 5 seconds.
But that's another one that's Japanese.
Yeah, it was a Japanese or yeah.
Here, I'm gonna throw it at you. Anaconda with John Voight.
Yep.
Piranha. I see your anaconda and raise
Piranha. Wow. You might as well say alligator if you say piranha.
Lake Placid. You
Lake
say alligator, I say
Placid.
crocodile.
Sharknado.
There you go.
We're getting crazy.
We've now jumped the shark.
The toxic Avenger now.
The Toxic Avenger.
We mentioned Jaws a long time ago, man. Piranha 2. Piranha 2.
Hold on, I got one for y'all. I'm gonna put up there.
All right, you do it. Get one for us.
Serpent in the Rainbow.
Silence of the Lambs.
There you go, Bloodsport. There you go, Serpent in the Rainbow.
976 Evil. How about Transylvania 65000?
How about The Mummy?
Yeah,
The Mummy was a great. The Mummy were great flicks. I thought
they were. They definitely were.
Man, you know what? Bloodsport, find me on Instagram. Find me on Instagram because you sitting up there, you're throwing them out there. Manhunter, OG, Hannibal Lecter. Yes.
no.
Dude,
What is the one where they put the rabbit in the pot? Where they put the rabbit in the pot?
Man.
That one.
Sorry, what?
Somebody with a rabbit in. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah. Because it was like
How
he was
about
cheating on his wife, and the other woman came in, put the rabbit in the pot of boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
Am I crazy?
No, I know what you're talking. I can't remember the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
anybody?
I gotta give props to 1/6 Shooter though, man. Poltergeist is still a pretty scary movie.
That's scary.
Even when you go watch it now. I mean, Tobe Hooper, man. I mean, same guy that gave us Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Produced
Which
by
should scare everybody. All the fucked up stuff they did on that set. Excuse my language.
For what, Poltergeist?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't get love though is Poltergeist 2, because that old dude, man, he still creeps me out.
If you guys turn into horror, take time and look at. But damn, it's on what's the name? It's on Shudder, but I think it's on AMC. It's called Cursed Films. And they talk about all the films that was cursed, and Poltergeist was one of them.
Yeah, Poltergeist was one of them. Definitely.
And was like the Twilight Zone was another one. They had of all the
Exorcist, all of them.
Exorcist, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Screaming in a Baby, right? They had the little ghost in the corner that was people keep saying it was a cutout or something. I was like, I watched that several times. Like, that's not a cutout, man. That's some little.
They turned around and said it was a haunted film.
What's that?
They said the Wizard of Oz was a haunted film.
Yeah. One of the little people.
One of the munchkins hung themselves.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
No.
Yeah, but Poltergeist did have a real skeleton in it. That's true.
Yep.
And then the Belko Experiment. That was an interesting movie too. If you guys haven't seen that, the Belko Experiment.
Oh shoot, we're sitting there talking about stuff. What about Trilogy of Terror? Anybody remember that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm still trying to get my hands on that doll.
I don't want it. And I'm a Chucky guy, and I'm like, I don't want it.
What about Motel Hell?
Oh yes. Yes.
How about this one? Identity. There's one that's kind of off kilter for you. It's John Cusack movie. Amanda Peet, John Cusack. I don't know. I can't remember all the rest of the cast, but that was a pretty intense one.
What was the one I didn't see? It wasn't Morgan Freeman in it. It was something like a hotel room 2 or something, or I think it was a horror movie. Like you go into this room. You know what I'm talking about? It was like that wasn't too long ago.
I think it was that 14.
No, that's Samuel Jackson.
14, okay.
1408. Yeah.
That's 1408. Yeah.
Oh, 1408. What is it, a horror movie? Like you go into this room? I didn't see it.
Yes, it's the Stephen King story.
Yep.
But so is Shawshank Redemption. That's not a horror movie. So.
Yeah.
That was a damn good movie, though.
Second brother, how do you like the Interview with a Vampire show?
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Hey, the first Suicide Squad's got its merits.
First Suicide Squad.
Oh man, it gave me nightmares.
It's got its merits. Oh, Cube, dude. Hell yeah, Pedro. Cube. Oh my God, the first Cube was awesome.
Just to say to Lumi, I love what I'm seeing so far.
I haven't watched it yet.
Creep
It's
show.
just, man, is the thing is, if you into Anne Rice and into her writings, to translate them into film is very difficult.
Yep.
And for any of her books, you can't translate into film because there's so much to be told. And what they doing with interview and doing it in a series, they're doing a damn good job.
I haven't started watching that yet. I want to wait till it's all done and hopefully on Netflix. I don't want to deal with AMC. You know, the was it American Commercial Network? It was called because I remember when I was watching The Walking Dead as it aired. I was like, "Dear Lord, how many commercials do I need to see?"
Frighteners.
And you had,
all right, guys.
Yeah,
We're gonna pack it up for the night. Damn, I didn't realize it was 11. That was great. That could have been the whole show.
It's a lot of fun, baby.
Yeah. We got to get on that review thing, man. We got to figure that out, man.
Definitely. No, we definitely got.
We could have been doing horror movies all this month, man.
We definitely could have.
We could have been, but no.
Could have been. But
horror's forever. I'm sorry. It ain't got to be Halloween. That's anytime.
No, it doesn't have to be, but you know.
So
who is Mox's toy box, Big Dog Pound? I'm gonna have to give you some grief on that one.
Big Dog Pound.
Yes. So definitely. So we're gonna pull a cue from our good friend Anthony 6 Scale Mafia. I'm just gonna say everybody, guys, thank you all for being here. Ty, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Uncommon Flex. Check out his stuff. Aries, definitely 6 scale Cantina. Definitely check him out. Check out the website. Check out all the stuff. Always got videos dropping. I think you're doing something this Saturday, correct, sir?
Actually, what am I doing? What's going on? Gosh, not Saturday. There'll be a market show this weekend and Monday. 6 Scale Raw, 8:15.
Woo! Can't wait for that. Maz, what you got going on next?
Man, with the new job starting Wednesday, I don't know, but Tuesday I should still be doing my toy photography talk. You guys take your pictures, hashtag, toy Maz, and make sure you tag me on Instagram, Maz_toy_box. And we'll go ahead and look over your photos. We're also giving away some 1/12 scale props right now. If you hashtag ordinary day, and you of course got to take a picture of something, like your heroes or something doing an ordinary thing. Like my entry, not that I'm trying to win, but my entry was The Thing, and I had him fishing. He was in the stream just fishing. So ordinary day. So put your characters, your toys into ordinary day, do your toy photography, hashtag ordinary day, tag me, and we'll go over that, and somebody will win a cool 1/12 scale Rubbermaid like trash can with some trash. That's all I got right now to give away.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you, single songwriter. Yeah, ordinary day. And make sure you tag me though. You got to tag me, otherwise I won't see it. The hashtags are broken in Instagram, so you got to tag Maz_toy_box.
Very cool. And I kind of jumped over you, but Ty, what you got going on?
More of the statue stuff. Behind the scenes with that, I got a bunch of figures that have come in. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do with those. Actually, in talks, I've been talking with Marco from 16 Fix.
Yep.
To put something together so we can do some streaming together, like co-host the show. So that's coming up. So I just want to say thanks for having me, though. It's definitely been a minute, but got some stuff in the pipeline. Like I'm working towards 200 subscribers. I think I'm at like 180 or something like that. So hopefully
let's get them. We could do that tonight. Let's get them to 200. Yeah. Come on, people.
Guys, go over there to Uncommon Flex, man. Give them a subscribe.
If we could get up to 500, maybe I'll give away a statue or something, like print it out. Oh, I'm also
behind you.
Hey, I can help you out. I'm also working on getting a store together so I can sell some stuff. So stuff like this guy here and some other things.
Okay. Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Trouble Desk didn't get the memo that we moved on now, but Thinner, yes, great.
No. I'm like they keep coming in. How did I forget Thinner? How did we forget Blade? Jesus, yes.
Is that really horror though? But sure.
Hell yeah, no. Blade's horror, definitely. Second brother,
it's actually a horror now. They've lost their director, for God's sake.
Right.
Odd Thomas, Jesus.
Second brother, what you got going on with you?
Man, usually just maintaining. Halloween coming up. Halloween is like our Christmas.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to think: should I pull Vader out of retirement? Should I do it? But I don't know. The last time I put that Vader costume on, felt like I was going to have a damn heat stroke when I put it on. And I was like, that's it for me. It was amazing when I turned around and got that thing years ago. I was walking around with it, put the shit on, walk around with it. You get older, you just like, man, I think last time I put it on, I had it on, and I'm just like, look, all y'all kids need to come take pictures. I need to get out of this thing now. I need to get out of this.
Yeah.
But,
we used to lightsaber duel, and you was wearing that thing.
It was funny. You ever tell the story of the lightsaber duel that we did in Georgetown?
We made the news and
made the news and went up.
Just like when those sabers were like new, they were like new.
Nobody had them.
Yeah, to mail away and get them from master replicas.
Yeah.
So
then the costume came, and then the funniest thing was going with that costume and going inside Pizzeria Uno's to eat, and everyone was waiting for me to take the helmet off.
Oh, I love Pizzeria Uno. We don't have those here anymore.
And the dude screamed, "Vader's black," in the whole place. It was just like. Then I was like, "Yes, James Earl Jones, shithead."
Excuse me, what's a Nubian?
But it's just having good times is good. I'm like more than elated to have my son, a 12-year-old, and actually get to relive your childhood. And hang and do those things with him, and have scary stuff up, like just doing the dad stuff. Little Macho getting big, and he's into his little workout phases now, and I got to kind of watch that because he trying to do pull-ups on a pull-up bar while we doing the stream, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for someone to crash, waiting to hear something, but nothing else is, going on with me. I'm still going. I know everyone's waiting for me patiently for the show. The show is coming. Someone out there just tried to steal my idea, which I'm not really going to trip about because I got ways of getting around that.
Welcome to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit up there and get. I'm not going to sit up there and get into a competition with people and all that other craziness. Because I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm end up dueling with somebody. I'm not going to do that. Unless we go on a comedy stage. And we go on a comedy stage, we do that. We do that all night long. But,
Matrix 4.
Yeah, Matrix is pretty bad, man. Pretty bad.
Best one. That's the scariest one I've seen. Yes.
I don't know. I still go with The Last Jedi, man. I'm still siding with that.
It's one of them too.
I blocked that movie out. I just know the title. All I remember is Princess Leia flying through space.
The only good thing about The Last Jedi was the movie poster that they had, which was very reminiscent of the original like Star Wars poster. It had the lightsaber flare thing.
Dude, Luke milking that
single songwriter. No,
it was pretty scary.
What was the songwriter put up?
Hold on.
Don't let YouTube tube you.
Yeah. To the YouTube.
There you go. Love it.
Beetlejuice. That's probably the better one.
Batman and Robin.
Love Beetlejuice.
You see Batman and Robin from MB Dyson?
I missed that.
You read about that one. You're right.
Man.
Legend, is that really horror?
Journey? Yes.
But Tim Curry does steal that movie, man. Legend. Oof.
Damn.
Darkness.
Nobody on this stream, since we've been talking all this stuff about movies, y'all missed one of the greats. I bet you guys can't pull it out. Nobody put it on.
Last one for the night. What we got?
Fantastic. Nobody didn't put that up.
Damn it. Nobody didn't. Fantastic. Yes. Damn.
It was good for its time, but it's hard to watch now. That's why I didn't mention it. For me, anyway.
Man,
I bought
sorry.
it.
You talking about, man? You trying to make a joke, man? I still had little flashes of them little pygmies running around in robes grabbing folks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Batgirl's so scary, Warner Brothers won't let us watch it. That's what Pedro says.
Oh my God. All right, guys. Oh, great show. Great show. Thank you all for being here, guys. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for participating. That was great. We could have did that. Could have been the whole show. That was great. That was great. We got to do that again next Halloween. Oh my God.
On those dry weeks where there's no announcements, we could do something like that again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No
Definitely. And then, you know, Christmas around the corner, and we'll be doing this with Christmas movies. So it probably won't be as fun.
Scariest Christmas movie?
Scariest Christmas movie or Christmas horror movie. That'll be great. But all right, guys, thank you so much. And that is best of the best. We will see you next week. Peace. And we out.